All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. I am CJ, your host. We're back. This is our 8th podcast, people. 8th. That's pretty fucking good. Not bad. We've been going on for almost 2 months now. The cast has changed a little bit if anybody's watching live or if you're watching a little bit later in time. A recurring crew member that's been on, what, this is the 3rd time? Blue?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Say hi, Blue.
What?
Say hi.
Oh, hi. Hi.
He always makes it awkward. All right, so we got a new member right now. His name is Candy. That's right, like cotton candy. How's it going, Candy?
Candy's fine. You guys gave me that nickname. I didn't even come up with it. Jeff was actually a little nervous.
Nope.
Oh,
First one. It's
I
okay.
call him his real name. I got to get used to this.
I know.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue was a little bit nervous up there.
Oh,
Who,
God.
me?
Yeah, before you came down.
No, I was just, I was fucking around.
There's 2 people who aren't here right now.
I'm a
as part of the
seasoned
crew.
veteran. I'm seasoned as fuck.
There's
Really?
only 3 of us tonight.
There is.
Why-
Usually,
Now, tell me something, CJ. Why are the 2 other people missing?
there's a little bit of a fallout here on Going Dutch Radio. You know, not everything goes as planned, but things happen for a reason. Excuse me. Yeah.
What are the odds of them listening right now?
I'm gonna go with probably about 100%. They will listen to us
Well, why don't you
live anytime.
Why don't you tell me what happened? Or is that off limits?
We couldn't stick to the plan. We couldn't stick to the outline. I don't mind answering any questions.
Well, no, you said they walked out and they were all mad. But
They were. They were pissed. Actually, one of them left because they got all worked up because one of them was talking about their girl, and it just got a salty situation, and it added fuel to the fire, and everything kind of blew up, and it was just way out of proportion.
Can we call them? Can we call one of them?
We
Or
can't call
both
them,
of them?
but they can contact us.
Well, they
if-
should,
If
yeah.
anybody wants to contact us, you can go on Facebook.com, watch us live, and try to Facebook chat with us and hit video call, and then you can be live on the show with us.
Anybody wants to call in?
I think whoever has a beef with CJ needs to call and make amends. We were really looking forward to having the full crew tonight, but there's just 3 of us.
I concur 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, we can move on. Hopefully they call. So, CJ, why don't you tell us what we're going to be talking about tonight?
Let's do it, guys. Once again, we go live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, Twitch.tv. A lot of people don't know who that is. If you're younger, you definitely know. We do have a website, GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com. That's right, guys. That is GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com. So we always do have a topics that we like to try to stick to.
You all right?
Yeah, I just want to add that in there. But anyways, first, I want to talk about Trump. Good old Trump. He's got a lot of bullshit
That's
and a
what
lot of
everybody's talking
interesting
about right
things.
now.
Yeah.
Well, to certain people he does,
Yeah.
but,
This is one of the reasons why I wanted you, Candy, yes, you, Candy, on the show, is because I know you're a pretty big Trump supporter, you're an advocate.
He's a huge Trump supporter.
well,
Trump supporter.
I don't condone everything he does, but, I mean, he's an honest guy, and,
We should have named Candy Kanye.
No.
That's what we should have done.
That's what we should be talking about is Kanye. Why is he so close with President Trump?
That's a great question. It's funny. I actually tried looking into that, like looking up like why is Kanye, why is such a, there's no like real definitive answer other than he's like, oh, I just believe in what he believes in, but there's no good detail.
There's actually a lot of black, celebrities who are Republican, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
He's a big time Republican. I think Trump supporter. I think black people who have a lot of money
Really?
probably like Trump. Yeah, it's just that most of them aren't. I think Denzel Washington might actually like Trump. But
He won't tell anyone who he voted for.
Well, I mean, you can't. That'll be a career ender.
Well,
so
no,
they're not gonna.
no, it's not. I mean, come on.
I think it is.
He makes a lot of movies. He's coming out with The Equalizer too. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm going to be there to see that
but
one.
if you come out and say that you support Trump and you're like a Hollywood actor, I mean, you're gonna have problems.
Mel Gibson.
Probably more problems than you expected.
I don't know about that one.
I think so.
It depends on how you're able to have a conversation about Trump. I mean, I don't try to piss people off.
Well, I mean, if you say you support him, then people are gonna, like all the producers,
No,
all the stars are gonna come
The-
after you.
Don't get me wrong.
Like piranhas.
I supported him over Hillary Clinton, but if it was somebody else, I don't know who I would have voted for. Let's see who they come up with in 2020.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
What?
He actually has some interesting points. I thought it was going to sound, I don't want to say crazy, but I thought he was going to like totally defend him, and then it was going to be points that I
No.
just
I
couldn't
mean,
understand.
I mean, come on. I can see why people hate the guy. Okay,
okay, yeah, that's respect.
I really can. But at the same time, he beat Hillary Clinton. He's not. He wasn't even a politician.
No, he wasn't.
So in 2020, if he reruns, which he probably will, let's see who they get to run against him.
Oh, the Democratic Party?
Yes.
I think
Shit.
I think Hillary might fucking run again.
No,
honestly.
that won't happen.
I don't know.
Do you think
I don't
anybody
know.
would be, even if you found the best person that would be well qualified / that could actually beat him? Do you think there's any way to actually beat Trump? That's the fucking $1 million question.
Unless
Yeah,
you
I
get
think-
another Barack Obama in there.
I think there is a way to beat him, but it all depends on who they have run against him and what he does in the next couple of years. North Korea is the biggest thing.
But
What's going to happen this year with that?
Right.
But really, the Democrats, time and time again, they nominate shit candidates. You know what I'm saying? Like
Was Hillary
outside of
Clinton
Barack
really
Obama.
was Hillary Clinton really a shit candidate
Yes,
though?
she was a shit candidate.
Oh, I
yeah.
actually don't agree.
A lot-
I'm not saying
Bernie
she's great.
Sanders
Yeah.
was probably a guy who could have beat Trump. And
Everybody
they-
says that, and I believe
they
you're right.
actually, did everything that they
But-
could to
but
make
why?
sure that he didn't win.
But why?
Because Hillary Clinton raised the most amount of money for the Democratic Party.
No.
So
why do you
she had-
why do you think Bernie Sanders would have beat Trump?
Because
I don't think he would have.
I think he would have.
I think he would have
Absolutely.
because Trump won a lot of the northern states, the blue-collar union states who had lost their jobs, and Bernie was saying the exact same thing that Trump was saying about bringing back all the jobs from overseas. He had the same message that Trump had.
Well, maybe he should run again.
He might.
Here's the thing. I believe that no one really wanted to vote for either one of either Hillary or Trump. That's what for the most part. I'm saying that I feel like that's the consensus. Everyone's like, wow, this is a shit show.
Actually,
that's about to happen. If it was
originally-
Bernie and Trump, then it would have been a shit show. I felt like that's a shoe-in. Bernie's going to fucking win. Game over. I'm not even saying that because I'm with or not with any party. It's just that's what I personally believe
I think
in.
Bernie would have wiped, and I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but Bernie would have won like Pennsylvania. He would have won Michigan on top of probably getting the popular vote. He would have wiped Trump. He would have wiped the floor with Trump.
There's no way of knowing that. I mean, at first I didn't know who I was going to vote for, but I knew I wasn't voting for Hillary. If Bernie Sanders would have got in there, I don't know. I would have maybe voted for him.
I probably would still voted for Trump.
But Trump is so honest. He doesn't put up with anybody's BS or anything like that. And that's part of the reason why I like him. Let's just see what he does these next couple of years. And then we'll see who they get to run against them, and we'll do it all over again. But I really think he's going to win again no matter who runs against him.
You really think so?
probably.
I do.
I think so.
I think it, like I said,
The way
it all
things are going right now.
the North Korea thing,
Yeah.
if that ends peacefully, which it looks like it might, because he's meeting with him, but
See, I feel
we'll
like
see what happens.
I feel there's another underlying agenda, not for Trump to go meet, Kim Jong-un, but I feel like there's another underlying agenda as far as just North Korea suddenly just, oh, you know what, we're just going to give in, like that. That's it. It just seems, I hope there isn't, but I feel like there's got to be something else going on that we don't know about.
I think that it has a lot to do with the fact that North Korea doesn't want to be dependent on China anymore
Right.
for their trade, because China is actually becoming they're trying to take control of that whole area of the globe. They are kind of like us. They want to dictate things, and I think
Right.
North Korea wants a little bit of leverage, and that's why they're doing business with us.
I mean, come on. Do you ever really know what's going on with the government and everything? You really don't. It doesn't matter. I
No.
mean, Obama, Bush, Trump, Hillary. It does not matter who gets in there. It really doesn't.
I agree.
I mean, it matters a little bit, but not much.
I mean, here's the thing. I was never really into politics when Obama was in office. Not because I
It was more
didn't
innocent.
want to be.
It was a more innocent time.
Well, I was younger then, and whatever. Blah, blah,
I
blah.
voted for Obama twice.
But God, looking back, comparable to what we have now, I'm not saying what we have now is horrible, but just I feel like Obama, he did a fucking great job. I feel like he was a great speaker. He was great at talking to people, and he wasn't just trying to piss everybody off. He was, I don't know. I mean, whether
Is that really what you think Trump is trying to do? Piss everyone off? He's just being who he is.
I agree. But
He's brutally honest, but he could take it a notch down with the tweeting and everything like that.
exactly. I feel like he's pushing himself like as an image. He's just the typical douchebag. That's what I feel like. The typical rich douchebag that I would never want to have them run as a president. It's just the personality.
So
I don't
you
know.
didn't vote for him. So you voted for Hillary, or did you vote for independent?
I didn't vote then.
You didn't vote at all.
No. We talked about this, I think, the last show or the show for that?
So
I think so, yeah.
So here's the question: people who don't vote, do they have a right to complain?
I think so, yeah.
That's funny you
Yeah,
mentioned that
they
because
do.
now that I look back on it, and I talked about it before, I regret absolutely 100% not voting because you're absolutely correct when
Yeah.
you say that,
I
Candy.
don't think so. I think that what if because
If you don't vote, you can't. Then you can't
have-
bitch. You can't complain.
You have two candidates to pick from, and maybe you got maybe a third who's not going to win anyway. So what the fuck are you supposed
Here's
to
the,
do?
if you're absolutely against 100% of everything and you just fucking hate
you
everybody,
can complain about the lack of
Pretty much-
diversity in candidates.
You're-
You can say, "Well, there's fucking nobody out there that I want to vote for."
right?
You know who we need to have on this show
Who?
is your buddy that
Who?
you work with.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about.
Who?
His name starts with a B.
You can say people's real
Brad.
name if they're
Oh,
not on the
Brad.
show.
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
He would be an interesting person
Yeah,
to
he'd be
talk to.
interesting. Yeah.
Brad.
Because his ideas, okay, yeah, they can frustrate you, but at the same time, he does give some good points. So it just would be very interesting to hear what he had to say.
Hey, Brad, if you're watching or listening and you listen to us at all, please
don't think he
contact
is.
us. Facebook live chat. Appreciate it. All right,
Is
guys.
there music still playing?
There is, yeah. I try to have some background music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys want to end the whole Trump conversation, or we have any last words to say about it?
I mean, let's just start with, do you love him or hate him? If you had to pick one, and that's it, which one, Blue?
I don't know. Can you ask him?
I love him.
I know you do. I figured that.
I don't even hate Hillary. I just didn't want to vote for her. I mean, it's just plain and simple. And you know, Brad would bring up something about voting for an independent party. I said, I'm not wasting my vote. You know, I'd either vote for Hillary or Trump because obviously one of those two are going to win. And he's like, well, if everyone thought like you and they voted for the independent party, everyone who thought like you would vote for the independent party, then
Right.
the odds are that person would have a better chance. But I don't see it.
No, I still think that it. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think it's impossible for an independent to win. The last time that happened was Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, and that was back, what year was that?
It was a long time ago. It was
Yeah.
like the early 20th century.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah. So I mean, what
ridiculous.
the fuck? It's impossible.
Well, there wasn't that much. The politics were different because you couldn't upload all your bullshit and all your ads, and you couldn't pay millions of dollars to get to show yourself, and you couldn't be fake. I don't know.
Which is why I don't understand like a libertarian like Gary Johnson. Just fucking
Yeah.
run as a Republican then. Go into the Republican primary. Or if you're like a Jill Stein of the Green Party, run as a Democrat. That's the only way you're gonna get in. Is
But
by
the-
running in those primaries
but
in the two parties.
But the problem is them actually getting in. I feel like because I mean,
think you can get in.
Okay, for instance,
I
like
don't know what
Trump,
the rules are,
wasn't
but-
Trump a Democrat for a little bit, and he thought I'm going to do better as running as a Republican. So then didn't he decide that he's
I
going
don't
to be
think
Republican?
I don't think he
That's what
ever
I thought.
said that. I
That was
mean,
what Greitens did. Greitens used to be a Democrat, and then he ran in the Republican primary.
I don't think it was easy.
It's
for,
like easier.
I don't think it was easy for Trump to win at all because he went against like what 15 people.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
at
but
the end,
the
Hillary went against one.
Right.
I mean, come on.
The Democrats are hard. The Democratic primary is so much more difficult because of the superdelegates. Because the superdelegates, it's like basically an individual who you have to convince, and they all went for Hillary. and
I
that's
never
why-
thought Trump would have been president ever.
No,
Yeah,
neither-
oh,
neither
me
did
either.
I.
Nobody did. And
I was
that's-
laughing whenever he first ran, and he came down that escalator.
did you ever see? Did you ever see him on Oprah like fucking 2 decades ago, like 20 years ago, when
Yeah.
like
No, they're saying she might run,
oh Harpo? Oh, I like it.
but I don't think so.
I don't think she's gonna run. I think she said she.
Do you think she would really be a contender? Like
No.
how far do you think she'd make it?
I don't think she'd make it far.
Top 8, top 4? Do you think
I don't
she-
know. I said the same thing about Trump. I don't know. Maybe if she ran, she might win.
You know,
I don't know.
You know who I wanted?
Who?
Jesse motherfucking Ventura.
Oh, Jesse the Body.
Yes.
He's too intense.
I know, that's-
I mean, Trump's intense, but he at least knows a little bit about what he's talking about.
What Trump is outlandish and it's just ridiculous tweets and everything. Jesse Ventura, at least when he says something, you can tell he looks you in the eyes and he means it. He doesn't say like just crazy, just talk shit about everybody. I feel like he brings up his points.
He means it. Yeah, I mean, that'd be interesting if he did. But it just. I don't know. I just think that Trump has given a lot of people false hope in running because they're like, well, if he could do it, a celebrity, I can. And
right.
It's like the presidency of this country has become a huge joke. I'm not saying he's a joke, but I'm just saying, there's talk about The Rock running. There's talk about Oprah Winfrey running. I mean, come on. These are all celebrities. Let's get serious here.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
I 100% agree.
Well, but the thing is that if you do end up having The Rock or Oprah, and this becomes the thing where celebrities become the president of the United States, that just goes to show that the president of the United States doesn't run shit anymore. That it's run
right.
behind fucking closed doors.
Sure it is.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why Trump has had so many problems trying to get past what he wants passed.
I mean,
travel ban. I mean, come on.
I mean, I want to believe these things that's how the situation is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I also want to believe in Santa Claus.
I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, this country is divided." Well, of course it's divided, but he's the president. He's not going anywhere, at least for another 2 years. So let's just see what he does, and stop being negative all the time. Let's just stop.
The thing is, though, I would be a little bit scared if suddenly the press liked him a lot, because then I'd be like, "Fuck," I almost kind of want them to not like him.
Well, that's the thing. You know how much coverage, how much they get to talk about now. There's nonstop coverage of just everything that has to do with politics now. Before, there was always some coverage, and they would have to come up with some bullshit every once in a while. But I mean, with Trump, it's nonstop craziness.
CNN,
Yeah.
CNN's horrible.
But even Fox, there's so much craziness.
Well,
going
the thing
on.
is with CNN, I mean,
yeah,
a lot of stations like that, they just ignore the facts and they make up their own. It's absolutely horrible. They just attack Trump. They never say one good thing about him. People just need to just be quiet and just hope that he does the right thing.
I mean, do you think? And I don't want to stick on this too much longer, but it's interesting because I mean, this is what pretty much everybody talks about these days. So I mean, might as well cover it for a little while. But
sorry.
Do you think? No, it's a good. Are you about to imitate him?
No. I
felt like you're going to. I mean, these hands.
Wrong. You're wrong. Wrong. Okay, that's all I got.
That's pretty good. I think at the end of the day, the problem is with this
I'm leaving
country is that, once again, Democratic or Republican, you can only run as that. So there's this giant filter, that starts, big gaping hole. Anybody can be elected president. Here it comes. And then it gets vacuumed to, well, you have to be either Democrat or Republican. And that's it.
You got to pick one.
And there's just only two categories that you get to pick from. And all of them believe one thing, and all of them, the others believe essentially, I don't want to say this is true, but the exact opposite.
Pick a side.
It's two extremes, one or the other. And that's the fucking problem. People have to agree with a little bit of everything. You can't all just agree 100% of Republican
CJ,
and just 100% of Democratic. No, but you gotta admit, it's pretty interesting though, right?
But this is the history of our country, the Civil War. You either with the Union or with the Confederacy.
But see, that's not how life works.
It is. Well, of course not. It isn't even realistic, but that's how it is in the public media realm. Yeah. Which we think is reality.
You know what the problem is? Okay, everyone has a right to their own opinion, but there's a lot of people in this country with way too much free time on their hands. Okay,
no
go to work,
right.
Take care of your families, go home, go to sleep, shut the fuck up. I mean, come on. It's just
in this day and age, there should be multiple different, different sides of any.
Like in Europe with the parliaments,
it's ridiculous.
They have a lot of different parties over there.
I understand back in the day because
that's fucking confusing.
There was no way to communicate, so you just had to be with a team in order to survive. You had to build, you had to get along with other people. You had to build as a team, and you had to get along with other people. But nowadays, it's everyone's for themselves. I don't want to say, try to be pessimistic, but it's true.
Well, you do got to take care of yourself and your family and think of yourself first. But at the same time, it's just like people who hate Trump, even people who love him, because there's a lot of people who love him that are just awful human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I lost my train of thought. Damn
it's okay. Candy, it happens. And it happens.
You were thinking of Trump's balls going into a vagina.
No.
What?
No. I lost my train of thought.
His hairy balls.
That's pretty interesting, though. I kind of like it. All right, so
a lot of people. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, he got it.
Okay, I got it.
It's back.
It came back, people. Candy's got it.
A lot of people just need to behave themselves. All right.
That's a very good lesson.
It's
All right.
I second that.
Let's go to the next topic.
Can I just end one last thing since you just said that? I
Sure.
mean, people need to behave themselves, but then, I mean, you look at Trump and
No, oh yeah. I remember what I said. Okay.
he's still trying to remember.
People take care of themselves and their families and everything.
Yes.
And that's the way it should be. But at the same time, there's a lot of repetitive people on both Trump supporters,
On
Trump
both
haters,
sides. Both sides.
saying
Both
the
sides
same,
suck.
saying the same stuff. It's just, and
Just like,
that's why Trump does not feed into the news.
What do you guys think of John McCain? Apparently, doesn't have long to live, and he didn't invite Trump to his funeral.
Well, that's his right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's two.
What does he have? Brain cancer or something?
Yeah, he's been. I thought he would have been dead by now, honestly.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. Trump has said a lot of bad stuff about him. So
yeah,
do you
that's
blame
true.
him?
That's true,
No.
but I'm not a big John McCain fan. But I mean, I don't wish him to die. Obviously,
No.
I mean, I hope
pretty-
the guy. Well, I mean,
I'm sure you do.
No, I'm.
Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't be depressed and wear black all day because you found out that he died, but yeah, I mean, you didn't want anyone to fucking die. I mean,
No,
that's-
yeah, but it's just the idea that he, he's done so much bad shit while he was in office as a senator,
Mhm.
and now he's trying to. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that because that's such a touchy subject because of the prisoner of war thing.
We've been
Right.
talking about this for 22 minutes.
Have we really?
Hey, that's good.
Jesus Christ!
It's an interesting topic, but
All right,
let's go on to something else.
Trump's on top of the world. On that note,
he
guys,
gets to say that.
this is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central every week. Please subscribe to us on Facebook and follow us. We greatly appreciate it. That's what gets us our views. We love it. And if you ever want to chat with us live as well, please, facebook.com or youtube.com. We will respond. We will talk to you. And, of course, go on our website, goingdutchradionetwork.com. All right. What's up?
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, guys. So the next subject, since we just talked about a whole lot of Trump, which Trump loves, we're feeding it. We're feeding it.
We're
To
talking about Trump again.
That's
know.
an interesting topic.
All right. So I want to critique one of my favorite movies, and I know you guys really thoroughly enjoy this movie, and
We all do.
I've asked many people randomly throughout my time since I watched this movie, have you seen it? And they're like, I have never seen it, not fucking heard of it. He's a terrible actor, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm talking about is...
I'd like to meet the people who say he's a terrible actor. I guarantee they haven't seen the great ones, but why don't you play the trailer or whatever it is you're going to do first?
So first off, guys, this is the movie Bad Lieutenant. That's right, guys. Bad Lieutenant. Port of Call, New Orleans. This is the cast. You ready, folks? Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, and Val Kilmer.
I'm Nicolas Cage.
Yes, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. They came out pretty much as a B-rated movie, and it kind of turned into a cult A-rated movie, if you want me to put my perspective in it. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a movie at the end? I don't know how much money it made, or
Well,
I don't know how it did.
the director Werner Herzog,
Yeah.
he is a well-known German director, and whenever he makes a movie in the artsy fartsy circles, it's kind of a big deal. So I kind of figured this would be a good movie.
I guarantee you, okay, if you ask half the people you know, if they'll watch it and they'll be like, this movie sucks. Same people who watch like the movie American Psycho, Christian Bale. You guys,
No one's ever said American Psycho sucks. Ever.
Yeah, I have.
hope not.
Oh, really?
I have.
Who said that?
I said it.
What's
sucked.
her name? Oh, you said that?
I did.
We watched
Wait,
it
wait.
at Susie's
Wait.
house.
I did,
You
but
liked
then
it.
I went home. My brother asked me, "Hey, how was it?" And I said, "Oh, it sucks." And then I asked him the next day. I said, "What'd you think of it?" And he's just like, "Oh, that was great, Nick. You need to watch it again." And I caught the humor. That's kind of how Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage is. There's a certain humor to it that a lot of people don't get. Doesn't mean they're stupid. They just don't have good personalities.
I mean, at the end of the day, Nicolas Cage is cheesy and outlandish.
fucking
and,
terrible people.
and
That's what it is.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And he's extreme, but I mean, I felt like he actually did a really good job in this role. So, guys, we're gonna watch the trailer of one of my favorite movies.
You should
the name
win
of the
a
movie-
fucking Oscar for it.
The name of the movie is called Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, with good old Nicolas Cage, and we're gonna play some clips after this. But we're gonna watch the trailer. So, if you guys are ready, let's get a good look at it. And yes, we can comment about the trailer. So, don't worry. All right, here
This
we
made me
go.
want to watch it.
Who's that? You want me to get wet on account of you? Hey, man, I got on Swiss cotton underpants.
I'm gonna drown, sir.
Come on, we'll get the time of death from autopsy.
Come on, man. It ain't worth it.
You are crazy.
The movie's Bad Lieutenant.
The good news, Terrence, is I'll okay you to return to full duty. The bad news is that you'll be experiencing moderate to severe back pain.
Recognition of his leadership
Oh,
and
man.
tenacity. Lieutenant Terrence McDonough.
This is who we're looking for. Name is Donald Godshaw.
You up to this? Why wouldn't I be?
Still having problems with your back? You taking medication for it?
Only what the doctor prescribes.
I've never seen the trailer. This is interesting.
It looks like a bad Nicolas Cage movie.
I kind of agree. The trailer sucks balls.
I'm Dave, the guy you robbed. To make it right, you gotta come up with $50,000.
Oh my god.
Don't make me look for you, Terrence.
All the scenes are playing.
I want to meet the guy in the ponytail.
Make some money the old-fashioned
Me too.
way. The top detective.
You a crazy mother.
Oh god, what a great scene.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, guys. So that is Bad Lieutenant. I can't play all of it. I could try, but
Not necessary.
okay. So I'm gonna play some of the best scenes. But can anybody give a synopsis of the movie, what it's about, who it is, and what its role is in the movie? Nicolas Cage. Anybody? I mean, I mean, just a little bit. It doesn't
You're
have to be
asking me what the
detailed,
movie's about? Haven't we all seen it?
but maybe the viewers haven't. It's not
Okay,
about us.
okay.
It's about the viewers.
All right. Well, it's about a bad cop with a drug problem, and a
Bram.
gambling problem, and he goes into debt, and he has some bookies after him, and he takes his girlfriend hostage, and he does a lot of bad stuff, and he's funny along the way. So why don't we show a scene of the iguana?
Oh, I gotta find it. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff in the movie that makes no sense, and that's why it's great.
No, no, I absolutely agree. And once again, it's Nicolas Cage, his classic freakouts. I mean,
Where's
he
the
does it
fucking
multiple times in
iguana?
this fucking movie. Let me start with a really good
Harvey
one.
Keitel.
Let me start with a really good one, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm not going to play all of it, but I'm going to try.
Hey, this is supposed to be a PG rating a radio show.
Yeah, well, shit happens. Hold on.
You want a hat?
Yes.
We are reviewing Bad Lieutenant.
The guy standing off to the side reminds me of Blue.
You can,
Just kidding.
is it where we can hear Sean McGovern in the background?
Again.
I'm like getting hard over here over this.
I don't know why I find this scene so funny.
It's because it's Nicolas Cage. Look how fucking like his personality. It's fucking outlandish. It's awesome. It's a great movie.
The lady's probably like, "Can we please do this on one take?"
Uh oh.
Yeah, you might want to cut this off.
Oh no, no, we're going full.
Worry about your father finding out.
No.
What about your mother?
I don't give a shit about either one of them. Nope.
Molest you. Didn't buy you new clothes or back to school, huh? Didn't see you in the high school play, huh?
This is awesome. This is ridiculous.
I wonder what they said they saw.
That's the boyfriend.
Smoking crack.
All right. Well, I cut that at the perfect time. That's just one of the fucking scenes. One of the crazy scenes. All right, let me play one of the best scenes that I personally believe, and then we'll go
You
to
ought
the
to
next
play
one.
the one scene from the original Bad Lieutenant when Harvey Keitel shoots the radio. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. The comparison of
Yeah, let's
the
just
two.
watch Bad Lieutenant.
Hold on, I gotta. Where's that one? Oh, there's the iguana. But hold on, real quick. I'm gonna find the one where he's at the pharmacy. Where is it? Where is it? All right, guys, we are reviewing Bad Lieutenant with good old Nicolas Cage. When did this come out? Does anyone want to guess?
2009, I think it said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good guess. All right, at least one more scene.
All right, let's do one more scene.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is Bad Lieutenant, guys.
That's who's questioning him?
Terrible view of the video.
I'll be there in 10 minutes. Tell him I'm on my way. Tell him if he puts his hands on this guy, he's gonna have a problem. I don't give a shit, Armand. You tell him to take a fucking break.
You're crazy.
Excuse me, could you tell me how much longer that's gonna be?
Sorry for the video quality,
Hello,
guys.
miss. I'm a lieutenant in the police department. I'm in the middle of a homicide investigation. Can I get my prescription, please?
Do you see I'm on the phone? Hey, you can't come back here.
You got me waiting 30 minutes so you can make a personal phone call.
Security pharmacy, please.
This is it. This is it.
Come on, guy.
Police emergency. This is it.
You know, cop.
What's that look like?
Then why you acting all crazy for?
This is $23 with my copay.
Fucking
right?
crazy.
Here's 40. Get everybody a drink. Get the fuck out of my way.
Fucking classic, man.
I forgot that scene. That's a good scene.
It is, man. It is.
Why don't we talk about the comparison of Bad Lieutenant and the original with
Yeah,
Harvey Keitel?
what are we talking about? Are we just talking about the movie?
I haven't seen the original in so long. I can't even
It's
give any
really,
anything.
really
Well,
fucking
I own it.
depressing.
Okay, I own
it's
5
depressing
copies.
as shit.
5?
No.
Wow. What, are you selling it?
No, I'll let you borrow it. It's good. It's a lot. It's really not funny. I mean, there's a couple parts that are funny. I mean, to us, because we're not normal.
Because
but,
we're weird, yeah.
But there's a couple scenes in it that are pretty funny. But it's more dark. You can't.
Yeah, it's not-
it's
yeah,
hard to
it's-
compare the two. The one with Nicolas Cage, guys, is funny. It's more of a feel good movie.
What do you say? The one with Nicolas Cage is better than the one with Harvey Keitel?
I was just about to ask that.
You see, I don't know. I don't think you can really say yes because they're both so different. They're both so different. I mean, one is very dark, Harvey Keitel, and the other one's just, to me, a comedy. I would say Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel is a little better.
I gotta go with Nicolas Cage's Bad Lieutenant because I laughed a lot. Val Kilmer is funny as shit.
Yeah, but as a whole, as a serious movie, what's better?
Oh, as a serious movie, the fucking original, without a doubt. Here's the thing:
Well,
you can't
yeah,
even call the one with Nicolas Cage. You can't call that even a real drama. I mean, the only reason why I love it is because it's Nicolas Cage and it's fucking hilarious.
That's why it's so good. It transcends all that shit.
Yeah.
Every fucking movie that comes out, it's kept in this little box. It's like, okay, well, what is your identity? And then that's what it is. And it fucking jumps out of that box and it says, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. There's going to be iguanas on the table. I'm going to get fucking close-ups of iguanas.
Yeah, but
I know it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
I went into that movie and I thought it was going to be a lot better than it was, but I still enjoyed it.
What, Bad Lieutenant Protocol?
Yeah.
Really?
I really did.
I thought you loved it.
I do love it, but I went into it expecting something just fantastic. And
I thought it was fantastic.
As a whole, Bad Lieutenant, the original, was better.
Wow.
This is
It was more dark.
unexpected.
I know. Yeah.
It is unexpected.
I didn't think that I was going to say this on
Are you?
air.
Yeah. Are you just saying this on the radio?
Well,
or,
and guys,
what the fuck's going on?
unexpected things really do happen on the show. We did lose some crew members due to a little bit of a falling out on
with the host CJ.
Yeah.
He still won't go into detail about it.
Apparently, I'm like Stalin.
He's hoping for that phone call.
You say you're like Stalin or Stalin?
Stalin.
Stalin, the dictator?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, that's what I am. Apparently, I don't know.
Who said that?
I don't know. I feel like that's what people make me out to be.
Oh, Stalin.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Excuse me. I'm just trying to be funny.
I noticed you shaved your beard.
I did because
Did you do it yourself, or did you have someone do it, like a
plug
dog or something?
Plug for Great Clips. Appreciate it. Cut my hair and my beard and my pubic hair at the same time.
Okay, that's not necessary. But
It's cool. It's only necessary.
Did they do it? Did they do it all in the chair, or do you have to go to like a private room to get your pubes?
Well, why did you shave your beard?
Because it was too long. I don't know. Why do people get haircuts? Because their hair gets a little too long.
Because they don't look attractive. And they're hoping that a haircut will make them look attractive.
Well,
that's why we do this.
I don't know. I mean, I wish I could not get haircuts, but I mean, I don't want my hair to be, down to like.
Yeah, but you really had it out there. It's like you were going for something, and then you just,
No.
stopped.
It's never been that long before. It's never been that long.
Have the viewers seen your long beard?
Yeah. I mean, if you count like a week ago and exactly a week ago before that, yeah. I mean,
a lot of disappointed viewers.
Yeah. People are like, who the fuck are these people? No one is on the show from the original show.
So last week you had the full beard?
Yes.
Last week you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Then we had that bar mitzvah that we had to go to, and then everything kind of,
It's bar mitzvah.
Anyways, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We appreciate you guys listening and watching live. And, of course, to the right of me, which is your guys' left if you're watching, is our new crew member. First time on the show. His name is Candy. Candy, guys.
That's right, guys.
Would you tell us a little bit about yourself? It doesn't have to be personal, but just a little something.
I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. I like the St. Louis Blues. I like the Cardinals. And
do you like long walks on the beach?
No, actually, I kind of do. I just went there last year in January, and waking up at sunset and taking a walk down the beach. I wasn't alone, by the way. Otherwise, that probably would have been pretty pathetic.
I was gonna say, if I can imagine you walking down a beach alone, I feel like you'd just be laughing at yourself, like just randomly.
And the reflection off the waves.
Right. It's beautiful. All right, guys.
Or creeping people out.
It is.
One of the two. No, but I don't really know what you want to know about me. I mean, you know me.
Yeah, but the other people, it doesn't matter what I care about you. It's a matter of the viewers.
Actually,
the viewers, people.
I have a question. When was the last time you jerked off?
I am not answering that.
Okay.
Really? You won't answer that?
No, it's too personal.
Was it like right before you got here, or will you not say the answer because it was here? Why were we in the bathroom so long? Upstairs. Outside the studio.
Have you ever spanked the monkey while you're driving a car?
All right, I'll answer that. No, but guys, we're having such a good conversation, and we get into the corny BS.
No. We gotta be a little outlandish. People gotta think, hey, they're kind of funny, and
is
I
that
like
part of the
them.
schedule?
Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, if I could fit in the screen, guys, that we're looking at whenever we're doing the show, I would have nothing but just funny ass pics with like giant, hairy ball sacks and just ridiculous.
Let me ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Okay? I don't know how many other members of the crew you got. Apparently, there's one or two missing. But do you ever have any guests on that? You look up, you see yourself, they catch their reflection, and then they excuse themselves for a little bit.
Wait, I don't understand.
They excuse themselves because they blush after seeing themselves on the big screen.
Absolutely. Blue, the first show that he did a couple shows ago, he literally every time he couldn't even look at anything we were watching because I have this camera so we can tell that we're still looking at whatever we need to look at. And Blue saw himself and he had to look away. It looked like he saw a fucking ghost.
It was tough.
It was bad.
Tough.
He looked away because he caught his reflection.
Yeah,
it could be either good or bad.
It wasn't good.
Speaking of ghost, I want to segue into something that you talked about, Candy.
Yeah, we were Blue and I were talking about it on your front porch before we came down here. I said save it for the radio show, and Jeff. Oh, smacked me. I called him by his real name. Blue.
I'm so lucky they're not doing the dart thing anymore.
Yeah. Well,
got this car.
I don't believe in ghosts. Period. There's not 100% evidence at all. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, we have it on video." Yeah, have you ever seen a ghost? Oh yeah, I've seen one. If I saw a ghost, I'd be scared to death. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If people, I see them all the time. Yeah, it's no problem. And then I get in the conversation with people. I'm like, "Have you seen it?" Some people say, "Well, no. This person I know did." Oh, okay. So you personally didn't see it. Okay. I believe there might be something. But I doubt it. I mean, come on. What do you guys think?
Wait, what do you mean by something real quick? So you think there might be something. What do you mean by just something?
I believe there's probably other life forms out in space somewhere. But here on Gravity, I don't think there's any, spirits flying around.
But you think there might be spirits in other planets?
I think there might be other life forms.
Okay.
Not necessarily humans.
Like a different energy?
I don't know. Like, you see the movie Aliens and stuff like that,
Yeah.
There could be stuff out there like that.
Right. But nothing ghostly. When we think of ghosts, we think of like, people that died and then their spirits, that their soul is lost.
I do believe if you die, when you die, I do believe there's a heaven and a hell and all that stuff, but can I prove it? No, nobody can. But I do believe that there's something after death. I just don't believe that there's ghosts lurking around. Until like purgatory, until the end of times comes.
Right.
So I know a guy. I know a guy who I work with, and him and his wife, they went to this. It used to be a prison out in we'll just say somewhere in fucking bumfuck Missouri. I don't know where it's at.
I got you.
There's a prison out there, and anyway, they say it's a haunted prison. So they go there and they do a tour of the prison at midnight, which I would never fucking do. Even if you don't believe in ghosts, I wouldn't be up that late. Anyway,
why wouldn't you do it? Why not?
Are you afraid?
Well,
Is it because it's too late and you gotta go to sleep?
I will tell you what happened. Is they went in there and the guy's a skeptic.
I'm going to let you finish your story, but I got
he-
some questions afterwards.
He goes in there and he has his phone on and he's recording shit with his phone. And he says, "Is there anybody in here?" I guess they're going into like different like cells and like the execution area and all that shit.
How do you do it? Like, psst.
No, it was more like psst, psst, psst. Is there anybody in here? Is there any ghosts? Is there any spirits in here?
Can we get to the climax of the story?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to climax.
I'm about to climax. Anyway,
let's climax, Blue. Let's hear it.
So he plays back the audio to me. He says, "When I was in that room, I didn't hear shit. But then I played the audio back on my phone, and here's what I heard." And he played it for me when we're at work, and it was like, and I said to him, I said, "Are you fucking with me? Is this some bullshit?" And he goes, "I swear to you, I didn't hear anything when I was in there. It was on record. I played it back, and that's what I fucking heard."
All right, so
I'm
that's
like,
wait,
wow.
real quick.
I don't know what to say.
Quick question
Why the
about
fuck
it.
would that happen?
Was it a special audio device, or was it just a normal recorder?
It was just
you know
like
what I mean?
a recorder on your cell phone.
But see, that's the thing. That's the whole point of being there, in person, is because you can't legitimately. I don't know. One thing to say, like, I definitely heard something. I remember when this happened. I remember hearing it, and then you play something like, yeah, I remember that now because I hear the recording too. But to not to hear anything, and then you just use something like a phone.
That's
to
what
be able to
fucking
pick up.
ghosts do. They like
Jeff,
it gets picked up on
damn
your
it, Blue.
machinery.
Now you got me. There's not 100% evidence of it.
Well, no, there isn't. Of course not. That would not stand up.
If
in
someone
a court
showed
of
me
law,
that,
but,
I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool," because a lot of videos can be altered.
no, but
That's exactly what I feel like about a
this
religion.
guy.
Go on.
But I mean, maybe he just made the whole thing up because he wanted to come,
Or maybe
fuck
he was
with me. But
maybe he was easily
like,
manipulated
there was
by
no-
stupid stuff. I mean,
No. But no. The thing is, he was there and he didn't hear anything, and then he picked it up on his phone when he pressed record.
Did anybody else?
So there was like nothing.
I'm sure,
to it.
once he heard that on the recording, he went to the people that. How many people were with him whenever he was at this prison?
I don't know. It was probably like a dozen. It was some friends.
Did any of them ever hear anything? Like, did they actually physically hear that at the time?
I think some. I think a few of the females had some, like, "Oh, I felt something, walk through me," or something like that. But he had actual tangible evidence that I heard on his cell phone.
could have been anything.
It could have been, but why? But why is it that in that particular situation, some weird shit's picked up on his phone?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I just
I
don't
don't know what to say. I
just don't believe it, and then people are like, "Oh, you call me a liar?" Okay, fine. Yeah, I wasn't there. I don't know.
Well, and that's the problem is that like those stupid ghost shows, like they're like, "Oh, did you fucking hear that?" And then they're running down the stairs with a flashlight.
They use these crazy contraptions that a lot of people don't understand, and some of it might be legit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So some of the devices that they might use, But like anytime I see any of them like bring some weird device that no one's ever heard of, it's like it picks up these special frequencies that can only be detected if it's a ghost. And it's you don't know how legitimate that is.
I know.
You just don't. Now I want to see something in my fucking face. I want to see a video of it, and I want to see just legit
I don't want to see a
evidence.
video. Legitimate evidence is seeing it. Not when you wake up and
I heard it.
and you're trying
I
to
fucking
wake
heard it.
up.
Let me ask you this real quick. I
Wow.
hate to break you up on this one. So, you and Trump, are like...
We're going back to that.
Like this. No.
No, we're not like that. Oh, come on.
Anyways, Candy, if Trump said there are ghosts, would you believe there's ghosts?
No, I wouldn't.
Wait, so if he said, "The other day it was unbelievable. I was at the White House and I turn around and there's Abraham Lincoln looking at me with his beard and all that stuff, and he says, Donald, you're doing a great fucking job." Would you believe that if that happened?
No, and thanks for the.
I fucking would. I fucking would. I would believe that.
I think people
Because I believe in ghosts now.
Really?
I do.
and that's fine. But
After hearing that, I really do.
Jeff,
Let Candy go.
God
Let
dang
Candy
it.
go.
Go.
People who believe in ghosts, that's fine. Believe in whatever you want to believe, but none of them have 100% evidence that ghosts actually exist.
That's exactly how I feel about Jesus going down on me. Exactly the same thing. And I say it in that way because I think that the whole thing's a joke, which I would love to get to at a later date, at a later time.
You're going
You
to
know
hell,
what?
by the way.
Yes.
You know what? And that's fine because I believe in Christ, but I can't prove it. It's just what I believe, because I believe there's something after.
Speaking of, guys, we're gonna go to a commercial break here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I gotta go to the restroom.
We're gonna do a segue. We're gonna talk about a few conspiracies. I don't want to be those people that just the conspiracies. This is crazy and I'm fucking insane. No, that's not what I mean. We're gonna talk about a few conspiracies that a lot of people have heard of and a lot of people believe in, and that's what we're gonna dive into. One is are we living in a simulation? And good old the second one is 9/11.
I can't wait to get to that one. That's another thing that Trump was kind of skeptical about.
There's a
9/11.
lot.
Why don't we go to a commercial break first, and then we'll get to that.
All right, Candy.
It's gonna be so fucking.
All right, guys. So once again, to the right of me, if you're watching, is good old Blue, and to the left of me is Candy,
Hi.
the new guy on the show. All right, guys. That's awkward, and I like it.
I can't believe your name is Candy now.
I love it. I fucking love it. All right, guys. So this is what we got going on next. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We're gonna go. We're going to be gone for about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 at the most. We're going to talk about a little bit of are we living in a simulation and good old 9/11 conspiracies. And we will be back. We go live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Thank you guys for listening and watching. We greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe to us and follow us on Facebook.com. We greatly appreciate it. Watch us on Facebook and YouTube. And we'll be right back, guys. We're going to just take a small, quick commercial break. And we will be right back in about 10 minutes.
He was one man in a crowd, not afraid, shout out loud, speak his mind, to tell the truth, give example to the youth. Bring together clashing sides. I'm not falling, I'm just getting started, and I'm finally on my way. This is the end of the old time, and that good luck step I take, I'm one step behind. And I can't wait forever to make things right. We're separated all day, distracted at night. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. All my friends are into reliving the past, trying to return to times they've already had. But I am looking forward to something that's new, spending all my time just getting close to you. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Heaven help me, I've got too much on my mind. Doing all I can, working all the time. But the weight's so heavy, it's bringing me down. I need someone to come get me off of the ground. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too I don't wanna deal with contradiction. I've got my narrative, I've got my fiction. You could say anything you want, I would listen. Oh, I wish you'd kiss me by surprise. Say you love me, then roll your eyes. I am a slave to the situation, to the point where I've lost all patience. I can't deny just what this is and what this isn't. Come on, tell me something. A word to the wise. Tell me you need me, then roll it's not gonna end this way. When I woke up, my first thought was, when could I go back to bed? Then I got up and looked at you and said, no, it's not gonna end this way. When I'm working and looking at my phone, people talking around me, I don't know. There's no meaning, it's all fake. Sitting in my car alone, I'm breaking. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way. In the evening, I'm feeling life is full. There's a reason for being, I'm understood. But I am yawning, half awake. I don't want to go to sleep. It's late, I'm thinking. No, it's not gonna end this way. 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 How could one man be so brave? Tell the people that they're not slaves. Be a symbol, light of hope down the darkest, lonely roads. Be the reason, though they fear, they will stand up, they will cheer. This is love. This is love. This is love, love, love. And I am so thankful for all that you have done. And I am so thankful for the songs that you have sung. From the ashes, you could rise, be a symbol, a light of hope, down the darkest, lonely roads, be the reason, the door they fear, men will stand up, and they will cheer, this is love. This is love, love, love. And I am so thankful for all that you have done. And I am so thankful for the songs that you have sung. I'm so thankful for your love.
All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network, and we are back from break. That's right, we're back. So, how do you think it's been going, Candy?
Well, I think it's been going fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoying yourself so far?
I'm enjoying myself. I'm looking forward to the next topic.
How does it feel to be in the Going Dutch Radio Network studio?
Let me tell you something, CJ.
Yeah.
It feels fucking awesome.
Really? If you had to compare it to anything else, what would you compare it to?
Sleeping in a bed.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
No, you don't. You don't have to lie. You can just be honest. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's late. You know, we should do the show like at 7.
I actually totally agree, but see, it didn't work out before with the crew that we used to have.
Okay. Well, that crew's gone now because you pissed them off. So
that's true. I'm Stalin.
I like to masturbate behind bushes.
All right, guys, on that note, we are back. This is Going Dutch Radio Network.
Next topic.
Thank you guys for watching us and listening to us live. We greatly appreciate it. And please watch our archive podcast, GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com, YouTube, Facebook. My Ken from Facebook says, want to see more eye candy. LOL.
Eye candy.
Eye candy is what he said. So obviously he means you, Candy.
I'm right here.
Where's Candy?
You know, it's not a very good setup, Ken. Okay, because we're off in the corner.
Calling them out. All right.
All right. These two are like right in front of everybody. I got to lean forward. My back hurts.
Well, that's where I used to. That's where I used to sit.
Is that why you switched chairs?
No, he sat in my seat, and so I sat in this seat.
Okay.
This seat was open, so I sat in it.
You
That's all it was.
You should have sat here. At least we could see that nose.
You dick.
Oh, fuck you, you horse face fuck.
Oh, my God.
All right.
All
What's
right.
the next topic?
That's a little bit of animosity. All right, guys. So as always, our tradition, pretty much from the beginning of all of our podcasts, and this is podcast number 8, we are doing a beer tasting. That's right, guys. We're doing a beer tasting. I can't wait. We do 5 beers that we taste, and we get to critique, because that's what we like to do. We like to critique. We like to talk about things. And Candy, by the way, hasn't drank a drop of beer or liquor in months. So this is going to be really funny and interesting how Buzzy's going to be at the end of this. And then after this, we get to talk about conspiracies.
All right, nice. Let's taste it.
Oh, my God. Wait.
Doesn't that color look completely different than the other?
Yeah.
Like...
Did you piss in one of them?
Did I accidentally put like one of my beers in there?
I
don't know.
Hold on, let's get
that one's yours.
I don't like it.
Does it taste weird?
It doesn't smell good, I'll tell you that.
Okay, that's definitely the one. All right, guys. So for our first beer of the 5, it is Schlafly Coconut Cream Ale. That's right, guys. That is Schlafly Coconut Cream Ale. First thing we like to do is get a little sniff test. And Blue, what do you think?
What? What the smell of it?
What? Yeah. How about the smell? Get that big nose in there. Sorry.
Its nose is wet.
Candy said something about your nose, so we're gonna go with it.
All right. Well, anyway, besides that, I think the beer smells like shit.
Yeah.
With my big nose, I think I should have some sort of a opinion that should be held in high regard.
Speaking for someone who used to drink a lot, okay, I think it smells good, but
Wow.
the taste is a little
Really?
off.
I don't think it smells good at all.
It tastes like coconut. Oh, wait
So
a minute.
This is Schlafly Coconut Cream Ale that we're talking about, guys. It is 5.5% alcohol. And there's no description because it's so new. It just came out. It is on a beer scale out of 5, going from
Jesus.
to oh my god.
You want mine?
Out of 5, it gets 3.57 out of 5. So what do you think it tastes like, Blue?
Why don't you go ahead? I'm
Okay,
not,
it tastes like coconuts.
This isn't my thing.
I mean,
This is
it's
my thing.
coconut beer. It's Schlafly coconut beer. It tastes like coconut.
It doesn't taste like coconut
Look,
to me at
it
all.
even has a coconut split on the very front of it. It tastes like coconut.
Would you drink multiple of them, or could you only drink one?
No, I drink normal beer when I drink every 8 months.
All right. Every 8 months. Wow,
I'm very jealous.
Yeah, that's
very jealous.
It's crazy.
You know, I don't mind sampling, but you know.
Right. Let's try it. Oh my god, that tastes fucking horrible. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Tastes like dirty taint.
I think, yeah, it tastes like kind of a dirty gym sock.
Yeah?
Yeah. It does not taste good at all. No.
If I had to give this a scale out of 1 to 5, 5 being amazing and 1 being, poor, I'd give it like a 1.4.
I'd give it a 0.
Wow. That means a lot.
And this comes from Schlafly. Like, they usually do a pretty good job with their
I'm not
beers.
really big on beer. Schlafly Hefeweizen's pretty good.
It is. It is a St. Louis local beer, just like a St. Louis local artist of ours. His name is Sean McGovern. We always play him in the background. Doesn't he just sound amazing, folks? I just want to give him a good plug. He's a St. Louis local artist. His name's Sean McGovern. Look him up. He's on iTunes, people. We appreciate it, guys. We appreciate it. All right. Well, we got to chuck this down. Give us a little more synopsis instead of looking up Pizza, Blue.
Hey, Brian. Thanks for watching, buddy.
Hey.
Brian's
Brian.
watching.
I don't know who Brian is.
Roger.
I don't know which Brian we're talking about, but Brian, if you're out there and you're listening and watching, we appreciate it. This beer's for you.
We really appreciate it,
Well, no,
Brian.
unless you don't like this beer, then this beer's probably not for you.
Yeah, thanks.
No, this beer really is not that good, but strangely, it's giving me like a huge buzz already, and I've only had a few sips of it.
All right, are we gonna move on to the next?
Here's the thing: we can never move on until everyone's done with their taste. So that's just the way it fucking rolls. Sorry.
God damn it!
Like, come on! It's fucking like 2 ounces of beer. Is it that bad?
All right, here we go. Fuck.
You dick.
Oh yeah. It's like a shot of fucking whiskey.
Let's
Oh
see.
fuck, we had another tasting.
There's 5.
Oh, it's that thing.
Okay.
The fucking Bud Light
this thing I
Orange?
actually wanted to try. I don't like Bud Light. I don't like Anheuser-Busch that much. But this one is Bud Light Orange. This is brand new, guys.
Oh god.
This is Bud Light Orange.
Can't we just have a normal beer?
Oh, there's going to be normal beer after the show.
Like a stag.
I keep we're big pour for Blue because
a big fucking pour.
because he's gonna die if he fucking drinks too much. He hasn't drank in 8 months. 8 months. Is that true?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I was
It's-
drinking with
are we
my
really,
mother
Are we
earlier
really
today.
drinking Bud Light Orange? It's like we're a bunch of women here. I mean,
We're doing taste tests for other people, for the women of St. Louis and the United States of America.
Actually, Nick, what is wrong with being a woman? Is there something wrong with that?
Oh,
'Cause
stop.
Last time I checked.
well, women drink mixed drinks smeared off and all that
No.
stuff. Men drink beer.
You used to drink mixed drinks.
well, this is beer,
Yeah.
guys. This is Bud Light Orange. That's right, it is Bud Light Orange.
Are you kidding me? I
me
think
get-
you gave me the majority of the bottle.
Well, you know,
The majority
Blue,
of the
I know
bu-
you can drink. So out of a scale of 1 to 5 from ratebeer.com, it gets a, Jesus, wow, that's bad. They do a scale out of 0 to 100, 100 being good, 0 meaning it is literally tastes like pee. They give a 7 out of 100.
I'm going to
Okay.
be honest. I
Yes.
just tasted it and smelled it. It smells like an orange Tic Tac and
Okay.
actually tastes like one. And I'm going to say it's better than that fucking beer we just
Guys,
drank from Schlafly.
it's actually pretty good.
I love how much shit we just talked.
Fuck you, you beer snob cocksuckers. This is actually a decent beer.
I totally agree on the Tic Tac.
Yes.
This
It tastes like an orange fucking Tic Tac.
This
It's not
is a
bad.
man's beer.
So normally, people that try to bring,
Tastes
orange
better than a regular
peels,
Bud Light.
any beer that would taste, orange tasting. It's a beer that they add certain spices and zest and a little flair. No, they just got a Bud Light and they just poured orange flavoring and Tic Tacs into it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Am I right?
They
There's
took
no-
a bunch of orange Tic Tacs, they ground it up into powder, and they put it into the fucking beer.
Right.
And I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm sure that's what it is.
It's got to be what it is. It's not bad. I like it.
I like it too. I like it.
Is there any
fan.
subtopic that we want to talk about while we taste these?
You know what? I might actually buy a 6-pack sometimes.
All right, guys, please rewind about 4 minutes ago about how much shit Candy was just talking about, how bad this beer was going to be and how feminine it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be shitty too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Bud Light Orange is on the show.
Cheers, Blue.
Cheers.
Down the hatch so we can go to the next
Cheers.
segment.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all those
Sorry.
great mothers.
Shelby, thanks
all
for
those
watching.
Great mothers out there who help us with whatever issues we have. I don't know. Whatever.
Raising us?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Jesus. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Next one up on the list. What are we doing next? Anyone have to guess? Does anyone even know the list that we even have?
No, I
We're
didn't
supposed to
write
talk
it.
about 9/11 at some point.
Wow, we're going to get to 9/11. We're going to get through this real quick, and we're going to talk about 9/11. Blue, you got to drink your drink. Now. Come on.
Okay, we got 2 more. We got Crown Valley Ginger Beer Cookie. Man, that sounds awesome.
Okay, come on, Blue. We literally just going to be dead air until... Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
No.
Oh, the color's so...
I should get the least amount of beer in my cup at this
Here,
point.
okay.
You're the one who drinks every night.
I don't drink every night.
Sure you do.
No. Oh, okay. I do not.
All right, we got equal pours, okay? All right, guys, this is our 4th beer of the 5. That's
Sampling.
right. We are doing a beer tasting and sampling, and we are critiquing. This is called Crown Valley Gingerbread Cookie, and it's all for the nookie.
This looks great.
Smells really good.
Real quick, before anyone tastes it, and if you taste it, act like you didn't. What does it smell like? Gingerbread cookie, I'm guessing?
It does smell like a cookie, and I kind of like the smell. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a beer connoisseur. I'm not a snob. It
Yeah.
smells good.
Yeah, of course it smells good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, it tastes good.
This
That's
is
the question.
This is Crown Valley's synopsis of their beer. It is the gingerbread cookie cider. It is our semi-sweet apple cider with natural ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and vanilla, giving a wonderful gingerbread cookie flavor that will go well with any holiday meal. It is 5% alcohol and it needs to be served very cold. So what do you think?
Is it shit?
What do you
shit?
What do you think, Candy?
It's too sour.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
Oh my fucking god, that's fucking terrible.
What? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, right. You're probably going to have a 6-pack after the show.
I'm not gonna lie, I just got hard.
In a pink robe.
Oh, that is the worst gingerbread cookie tasting anything I've ever had. There's something else in it. So yes, if it tastes like pure gingerbread cookie, just like a pumpkin beer is supposed to taste like pure pumpkin, but there's something else in it, right? That little tang, like some taint. We back to the taint, Blue. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never tasted taint. I'm not exactly sure what that tastes like. But
Well,
I'm not familiar with that term.
it's ass and it's a little bit of booty, a little bit of a
sweat.
It's kind of mixed into both.
It doesn't taste very good. No.
Real quick, Blue, who are you talking to on the phone? I'm not trying to call you. I'm just curious.
No, I'm just looking who's listening.
Hey.
That's all it is.
Anyone who's listening live, we are Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com, Facebook.com, YouTube.com, and Twitch.tv.
Jeff's taking pictures of himself.
Who's Jeff?
Oh, God. Where did he go? Oh, hey, Blue. How you doing?
All right, guys.
Blue's taking pictures
Once
of
again,
himself.
this is Blue. This is Candy.
That's right.
All right, finish it up.
I want candy.
We're going to be on our
Bam,
5th
bam,
last
bam,
beer.
bam, bam.
Oh, you got literally... Come on, you got to chug
Fuck,
it.
I gotta
know.
drink this. I'm gonna taste this shit in the morning. I'm gonna fucking vomit in the goddamn toilet.
Good. It's better than getting water thrown at your face.
Nick, can you do any impersonations of anybody?
Who's Nick?
Because I wanna
Who's
hear
Nick?
them. I'm sorry.
Candy.
Candy.
I don't know who that is.
Can you do?
My name's Candy.
There's something awesome about hearing our voices. What the fuck is that?
Candy
I don't want
cane.
to taste any more beer.
It's the last one. Come on, guys.
Oh, come on. Get it up here. We've already been so far.
Oh, are we talking about the beer? Or are we talking about something else? All right, guys. This is our final beer. God, that last beer is the most disgusting beer I think I've had so far.
Oh, you picked them out.
Well, you know what? I do it on purpose. I don't just try to pick good beers. I try to make something that's good for radio.
That's right.
You know? All right, guys. This is our fifth and final beer. It is called Brooklyn Brewing Company. It is Sriracha. Can anyone pronounce that, Blue? Can you go ahead and pronounce that for me since you know? It's on the screen.
So yeah, I'm assuming it's Sriracha. Sriracha Ace Saison.
Sriracha
Saison.
Ace. Okay, so obviously there's gonna be sriracha in this beer.
I guess.
There's gonna be sriracha, and it's gonna be an ale, and it's made by Brooklyn Brewing Company. So.
That's enough.
Oh my God! Come on, it's the last one, and then you're gonna be sober again. All right, guys. So let's get a good sniff. And Blue, what do you think about the taste and the sniff?
I like it.
Really?
Like it. Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
I haven't.
I don't think it's bad at all. Nick downed it.
Who's Nick?
What do you think?
Who's Nick? You mean Candy?
Candy.
Who's-
Candy. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Candy.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I have to go with the one before it as my favorite
Yeah.
out of the four.
Wait, you like the last beer we drank?
Yeah,
The best?
The Bud Light Orange.
No.
That wasn't the last beer. He's obviously drunk, people.
No. No, I'm not.
The last beer was gingerbread cookie.
No.
Yeah. The Bud Light Orange was the second one we tried.
This isn't Trump. You weren't Trump. You can't just deny something even though we know that's not true.
Oh, come on now. That's a fabricated BS right there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain.
Fake news, people. Fake news.
All right, let's chug it down, and then we're going to go on to our final two subjects.
Yay.
Something that I've been wanting to talk about more than anything. But yeah, guys, we just did a beer tasting. This is the 5 beers. This is the Brooklyn Sriracha Ace. I think it's pretty good. I actually like it. It's a little hoppy.
You can tell it's not my favorite part of the show, but I still participated.
I just don't like the chugging thing. I mean, this is some hard shit to chug.
Oh,
I mean, really, this is like taking a fucking shot right now.
you're corny, man. I mean, come on.
How am I corny? What?
I don't know. It's everything about you.
Oh my God, he's
No.
calling you out. I mean,
I don't know what to say.
Chug it.
I don't even know what you mean right now. I'm being corny because I don't want to chug it.
Please explain for the viewers exactly what you mean,
Yeah, what
Candy.
are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Come
don't
on,
know.
Candy.
I don't like your hands.
Oh my
I like my hands.
Wait, show the viewers, like, kind of put your hands up, Blue. Put your hands up, like, they are so ladylike.
Are they like big or what?
They're long and skinny.
I don't like the hair on your arms. You have monkey arms.
I got tattoos.
Let's see them. Wait, Candy
we don't
said
need to
on
see those.
Candy said on purpose because he wants to show them. Now he has to show them on air.
I want to show off his tattoos.
You got to show the camera. Show the camera. You got to get up and show the camera. It's right there. The camera's right there. All right, guys. This is Candy. He is a new. Look out for your headphones. They might rip out. Oh, God damn. That's nothing but man right there.
I'm sorry, that was a little corny.
Well, you just accused me of being corny.
Yeah, but when I do it, it's cool. Okay. What's the next subject?
The next thing I want to talk about is a couple of conspiracies. The first one, please, people, just give me your real input about this. And I hope a lot of people have been thinking about this. And I want your input. Please message us, chat with us before, during, and after the show. We can't do it before, unless you believe in this. So, next thing I want to talk about, are we living in a computer simulation? And I really want to get serious with this. And I really want your real input, Candy, because I know that you believe in you're a Bible humper and you like to have Jesus go down on you. So I really want to hear a real synopsis.
A Bible humper? No, I'm not. I actually don't believe in organized religion.
Good. All right, guys. So are we living in a computer simulation? Blue, put down the phone. Come on, man.
What's the big deal? I can listen and talk.
You're like every typical teenager with the phone in his hand.
All right.
I would say no, we're not living in a computer.
You guys are like every typical like older person. You're like eye contact. You gotta look
But
me in the eye
listen,
when you talk to
we
me.
only got so much show content, you know what I mean? So we might as well not be on the phone. We're on the show.
Do you see movie stars on the phone?
Okay, Mr. Sloss and Mr. Klein, I'm sorry. I will not look at my phone.
Hey,
and
who's that? I don't know who
really,
those people are.
Well, the last names are not different names.
These Kleins, they try to push people around.
I
Not this
know, he
guy.
really does.
All right, guys. So, yes, once again, are we living in a computer simulation? There's one thing I want to bring up. So, Elon Musk, yes, I'm going to talk about him just a little bit.
Who sucks dick? Okay,
He
keep
might
going.
suck dick, but
Yeah.
he said there is only, and I quote, there is only 1 in a billion with a B chance that our reality is not a simulation. So from what he's saying,
He
and
was
this
saying
is-
that while he was sucking a dick.
well, I mean, he's like,
Yeah, Nostradamus was real. Nostradamus predicted everything. That's why it all happened.
So this is what I want to talk about. So computer simulation, what I mean is instead of organized or a religious belief that God and everything is just energy and, even flow and, okay. So computer simulation, meaning we everything around us in the world, the universe, everything is just ones and zeros, essentially is what I mean. And that it's a computer program that is uploading. And this is, I'm looking at you. You might look like Candy. God damn, you look like Candy, but eye candy apparently to Ken. But you were just ones and zeros, and it's all fake 100%. Not a nothing. I want to start with that.
So I'm not a human.
To our standards, you are, but you at its finite, at the smallest point, you were just a bunch of ones and zeros of information.
It sounds like this guy makes a lot of money off of a bunch of BS that he likes to spew from his mouth with no evidence.
What do you think, Blue?
It's just a fucking stupid idea. I don't even know why it's getting any traction anywhere.
I think
Does he sell The Matrix?
And here's the thing. Oh, of course.
He probably wrote The Matrix.
I mean, it's stupid.
He is The Matrix. Okay, so
dumbest
there's
thing
one
I've
thing I
ever
want to bring up. So since 1975, we have doubled our computation power every single year. Every single year. So since 1975. So it doubles every year. Technology does. So this is one thing, and it's going to build up, and you're going to be like, what the fuck am I trying to explain and say? What makes it not possible that it couldn't be a simulation? Candy.
I really don't know. I mean, this is bullshit. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why? I don't. So you think that something started us, and that everything's physical, and there's explain. What do you think?
I can't explain because no one knows.
So they're basically taking the
if you hold on real quick, if you had to take a while, if you had to make a educated guess, I mean, it doesn't have to be extremely intelligent. Or you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be extremely detailed. But what do you believe, Candy?
CJ, it's tough because everyone thinks they have the answer on where we all came from, but no one has no idea what they're talking about. It's all speculation. And maybe we came from cavemen, maybe we came from apes. I don't know. I don't believe in evolution, not human evolution anyway, but I don't know where we came from. I came from my mom and my dad. I mean, what the hell? God, that was corny.
No, it's not corny at all. That's not corny whatsoever. So you believe that everything just kind of started and everything is purely physical in energy, so to speak. So, like, let's just say you believe in God, right?
Yeah, I believe there's something.
Okay, so let's say you believe in God. Not saying that a certain God, the guy with the, he's got long hair and he's always wearing white. And
I
whatnot.
believe that something created this universe, and it's a higher power. And when you die, you will go there. Yes, but I can't tell you that I can prove it because I'm still alive.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, I got you. What do you think, Blue?
We're still talking about the Elon Musk thing.
Not just Elon Musk, but I mean, just what do you believe in? I'm just going to start with this, and we're going to keep on rolling with it.
Well, I believe in Jesus and God because I don't want to go to hell because I was raised that way, and I'm going to continue doing it. I went to Sunday school, and they told me that if I don't believe that Jesus was resurrected and saved, kept us from our sins and gave us a rebirth, so to speak, so we can go to heaven.
Yeah.
That I will go to hell, and I continue to believe it because that's the way I was raised. And
I love how
that's fine.
serious you're answering this question.
No, it's okay.
No,
No,
I
I mean
am.
that's what we. I mean, I don't mind if it's funny or if it's real
No,
serious. I like it.
no. I'm being totally serious, totally honest. That's why I believe in it, and I'll continue to believe in it. And I don't like organized religion, But
Right.
but at the same time, if you didn't have organized religion, how would people know about it? I don't fucking know.
I think there's a lot of ways you could know about it, but the thing is with organized religion is a lot of people, they can treat people whatever way they want to and feel justified. And
Right.
that's why I'm really not. No, don't get me wrong. There's some good people in organized religion. Okay,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it's not something that I really. I mean, how do you know what organized religion to follow? There's so many.
You know what? I love the idea of being naive and innocent. People nowadays want to get to the point where they fucking got everything figured out with their science and shit, and that's fine because I'm totally pro science and all that. But at some point, you just gotta say, you know what? We don't fucking know anything that's going on. We're going by empirical evidence. We're going by our five senses. We don't know we have no idea what's going on. We don't know if there's ghosts in a goddamn jail cell. We don't know
Right.
what's going on.
And, no, I totally
Yeah,
agree.
but
with
you believe in that though.
Why not?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I believe
why
in
not?
miracles.
Why? I mean, pretty much.
No, it's just people.
Everybody's opinion is valid.
People can believe whatever they want to believe as
Right.
long as they're not hurting anyone else.
But see,
I say the
I
same
like to go by just the evidence in the science of things. I mean, let's be honest. I don't just try to go with the ladder like, okay, this is what the bandwagon's doing now. Like, I've always been agnostic because my family never taught me religion whatsoever. Zero. I mean, absolutely nothing. I didn't know what religion was. I didn't know what a church was. I mean, I know what a church is, but we've never followed anything. And I'm actually glad that it kind of happened because it let me see the light, or maybe the not light,
Or make up your own mind.
Right. Okay. So this is one thing I want to bring up. And this is the reason why I think that we might be living in a computer simulation. So think
Yes,
about it this way.
I thought
so
you would get back to that.
This is a really good subject, and this is
But I don't know why. So people are taking this seriously though.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the top scientists now. I mean, not just like a few,
top
but
scientists are fucking studying this now.
if I had to guess, and
Well, if it makes some money, of course they're saying it.
if I had to make an educated guess, whether it's educated or not, I would have to say at least 75% of every single scientist that's in, astronomy, science, like real deep fields, okay? I say 75% of them absolutely believe in the simulation theory and there's no religion. And most of them are fucking agnostic and or atheist. If I had to guess. I'm not saying I'm
yeah.
right. I'm going to make a wild educated guess.
Well, let me
Wow,
comment on
that's
that.
something else.
Here's the thing. So let me. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to persuade anybody, but this is why I like to bring stuff like this up because it's interesting. And religion is a big topic.
It is interesting. I agree.
So imagine, I believe personally the reason why religion was created and how religious views started and how there was this magic thing up above us that's supposedly watching over us and making sure nothing bad would happen is because back in the day, we're talking thousands of years ago, bad shit happened to people 24/7. No one lived very long, up into the 20s and 30s and 40 years old. That's it. And people died of horrible fucking diseases. There'd be wild animals that would fucking kill you at any moment because there wasn't giant cities and stuff. We're talking about villages and huts, right? So they wanted to believe in a higher power. They wanted to believe in something. And I believe that's the reason how and why religion started. That is 100%, that is what I believe in. It doesn't that kind of make sense?
Well, people didn't live that long back then because medicine wasn't advanced like it is today.
But bad things happened to them when thousands of years ago, like saber-tooth tigers, shit would try to kill you constantly.
Well,
no,
Cody,
No. But
CJ.
isn't computer simulation the same thing? You're assuming that there is a
higher power
who created the simulation.
Absolutely.
So it's the same fucking thing.
It is. It starts to cross the lines.
Just more atheistic.
Tigers kill people because they have free will.
Right.
All
Right.
I don't know what that means.
But I think it's pretty freaking interesting. I mean, let's be honest.
It is.
The way I explain it, and I'm not saying I'm trying to make you guys believe anything, because I'm not saying I believe in it 100%, the simulation theory, but if I had to make an educated guess, that makes more sense than fucking no one has ever actually talked to God. You know, no one's ever, except for this book of hundreds of people that wrote in it that are all powerful people that make up this crazy stuff. I mean, it's crazy half the stuff. Like there's certain kings at some point of the Bible that they wrote, you know, scriptures like, you know, women cannot do this and women cannot do that. It's absolutely BS if you think that everyone is equal. Like, I think it's disgusting and rude. And the fact that horrible things happen to good people, children die of horrible diseases and stuff, and you think, well, God let them die of horrible diseases and murder and butchering and, you know, the shit that happened in Cambodia and the shit that's happening in North Korea, you know, back in the day. I mean, do you think God would let that happen? Do you think your God would let that happen?
Maybe.
Candy?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
I know.
He
I don't.
would.
There's not a way to explain it. To me, it's a faith thing. It's
We all have to die at some point.
Right.
It's all on what you believe
And it's
in.
never fun
But-
unless you die quickly.
You want my honest opinion? I think it's a
Yeah.
lot of, you know, people who you're close with. When they pass, you like to believe that a good person such as themselves are somewhere else other than this world.
I agree.
So
yes,
yeah, I do believe you go somewhere, but I can't explain why bad things happen. So I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
what do you think, Blue?
Well, I kind of want to look more into the whole simulation theory thing.
We're going much further.
Oh, we are. Okay. Please go ahead.
But that was it. That's the only one input. Okay, so there's a little more input.
I want to
wanna-
pretend like I had an idea, but I didn't.
It's okay. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're talking about the simulation theory. Are we living in a computer simulation? Okay, so technology allows us to improve every single day. Think of virtual reality. You know, I'm talking about the fucking goggles that people wear, the $2,000 headset, and it makes them, you know, go freaking crazy, and they feel like, oh, I'm in a real world, whatever. So there's a video I want you to play, and then we're gonna keep on going with this, and let's play it, shall we? This is people reacting the first time putting a virtual reality headset on, and believe me, this is gonna segue into something pretty goddamn.
It's fucking pathetic.
Okay, the guy laughing's ridiculous. All right, so that guy, the video is him going over a cliff, and he literally couldn't keep his balance because it felt so real. All right, let's go to the next video, hopefully. That laugh is great.
I want to try that.
Now, this is, you know, $2,000-$3,000 virtual reality technology. Now, it looks nothing like it does on the screen that you see. It makes you feel immersive.
Fucking pathetic.
I want to try that.
Isn't that crazy? It's fucking nuts, people.
While you guys are playing this, I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Use it, man. Alrighty. Candy's got to release his candy in the bathroom. Alright, guys, so right now we're talking about simulation. Are we really living in a simulation? This is one thing, Blue, that I really wanted to talk about more than anything. Whenever I thought of, you know, doing a show like this where we could talk about kind of whatever we want, this is one of the things I want to talk about more than anything is, do we really live in a simulation? You know, it's not necessarily a conspiracy thing. It's really kind of religious, and it's sacrificial. It's amazing. What do you think, Blue?
So you think that the simulation thing,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that we're putting forward this theory that we're living in a computer simulation is a direct result of the fact that that virtual reality is becoming more and more prevalent in our technological lives.
So the segue, I keep on slowly kind of playing videos and talking about certain things. It's going to build up more and more, kind of like a stivvy. You know what I mean? And there's always a climax, right?
Big
so
hard cock.
Right now, we're talking about right now in 2018. You know, virtual reality, and I've done it once for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I did it
Like
before,
the
too.
really expensive. We're not talking about the cheap one where you put your own phone in there. We're talking about like the $2,000, $3,000 systems that it's so elaborate and whatever. It's so real. It's fucking scary. It literally makes you like feel weird. It almost makes you feel vertigo. It's fucking scary. It really is. Virtual reality is fucking scary. Like it's becoming so accurate and real. It's starting to almost feel like real life. And it's only 2018, right? Wow, that was good. Did you pee in the sink?
No, Cody, I don't.
No, no. Wait. Actually, earlier, I'm sorry. What I wanted to bring up, is the fact that Revelations in the Bible. I thought a lot about it, and there's a bunch of conspiracies about it. Obviously, this isn't an original thought at all. But when they talk about in Revelations, like the whole world is fire and brimstone and all that, there's some people who think that's going to be in the future, that it's nukes, nuclear war, that this is actually, something that is a direct result of nuclear battles.
So you think that it's something, it's a story that might really
it's a story that kind of repeats itself over and over again, that there was an advanced human civilization. We build up to the point where we have weapons of mass destruction, we destroy each other, then we're back to zero, and then it just keeps repeating itself. We evolve.
Well, there's no way of knowing that.
No. There's no way of knowing anything. But it's just like,
do either of you believe in the Adam and Eve story? Like, do you believe that's it actually happened? Yes or no? I mean, it's just a quick yes or no.
Well, no.
It's really not that simple. I don't know.
Yeah,
because do you think there was a person, do you think any of that is accurate whatsoever, that story that was told? Do you think there really was an Adam, really was an Eve, there really was a fucking tree?
It could be a metaphor.
Somebody, exactly. It's a story
it could be a metaphor.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Exactly. Okay, I totally agree.
I don't know. You mean, are we all brothers and sisters?
We're all related in some way, shape, or form. We all got to be a little bit inbred.
So if we all came from Adam and Eve, we're all related.
That's right. But that's what's funny is that scientists and God bless them. I love scientists. I'm not anti-science, but what I'm saying is that scientists kind of laugh at that shit in the Bible. But a lot of the shit that the scientists say happened or is going to happen is just about as crazy as fucking the shit you read in the Bible.
And I agree, like some of it, whether it's pure science or pure religion story, all of it kind of correlates with one another. Let there be light. Let there be a Big Bang. You know what I mean? Like it all kind of correlates together.
Fucking thing.
But I don't personally believe that I don't think any of the stories were actually real. Any of it. Like Moses parted the water so that he can walk through it.
They said Jesus existed. For a while, they were saying he didn't even
exist. I believe there was a Jesus. I believe he was crucified. I don't believe he was special as far as he can do magic tricks that nobody could ever figure out, including us to this day. I wish that he could.
But how do you know that?
There's no way to prove it, but there's no one ever in this fucking world in the past how long have you had video or whatever that you can believe and hope for something when you close your eyes, but when you see it with your own eyes, that's the truth. Just like ghosts, right? I mean, it's the same exact thing.
What is the truth, though? That's the problem.
Speaking of that, let's move to the conspiracy theory because I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes.
You have to see it with your own eyes.
I'll be back, boys. I gotta give my fiance my debit card.
You owe her money, or is she gonna splash water on you again?
No, we're gonna get some pizza.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right. Well, anyway, so
there's one thing I want to bring up with you since you were gone for just a minute. I wish there was a real. I wish and I hope that there is a real God, and I hope that someone's looking down and making sure that I'm going to be okay. But at the end of the day, it's 100% free will, and anything can happen at any fucking moment, and it's depressing. And I hope it makes me feel better if I go to sleep and I think there's a God, and there's going to be something better when I die.
Well, it's all. I mean, you said it. A lot of people believe in the Bible. They ask, why does all these bad things happen to all these people?
Right.
It's because everyone has free will to make those decisions, whether to murder people or anything like that.
Right.
And if they do, obviously, they're not going to. If there is a heaven, they're not going to get in. So, I mean, that's what people believe when it comes to the Bible. Well, they got free will, but there's really no way of proving any of it. It's just a faith thing.
Right. Blue, what happened up there? Because you were pissed when you walked back.
No. I'm really happy.
Oh, okay.
She got the pizza from Domino's.
Oh, Oh, did she? Is it here?
Well, Blue got fed. That's
Not
all that
yet.
matters.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
so hungry.
I'm going to keep on going with this religious / historical thing that I think is absolutely true. So,
What I like about both of you, and probably the other two who used to be here,
Mhm.
is that
Until there was a falling out.
is that we can talk about religion and politics without getting fucking pissed off at each other, and I like that.
Well, people who get
I like that.
I mean, people who really get pissed off at stuff like that, I don't know what's going on with them. They obviously can't have a conversation without getting ticked off. It's because of their own inner demons or whatever's going on in their own head.
That's ironic you say demons. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead. That's all I was going to end it.
Yeah, I think he's getting pissed off.
No, I totally agree. I know you did. Kendi is getting, he's getting angry. So I think, once again, this is the reason why I want to bring it up, because it's something I kind of personally believe in. But it's a very big subject that is kind of going, worldwide. I'm not saying it's brand new either. I mean, this has been going on for 30 years that we might be living in virtual reality. So one thing I want to keep on rolling with. So we have these headsets these days, right? And believe me, this is going to get to a bigger climax, way bigger. It's going to be rough and hard. It's going to come everywhere. So virtual reality 2018, there's people that can't even, differentiate between real life and virtual reality when they put those goggles on. People are falling because of it, right? Okay, 2018. Imagine in 100 to 500 years' time when VR smells, taste, feels 100% real, right? Imagine 5 years from now. Then you can manipulate your sim game life. Imagine you create your own game. You can do whatever you want in 500 years from now. Imagine the technology. You can create everything. If you want to be you can be whatever you want to be. You can have whatever life you want to have. And it smells the same. It feels the same. It tastes the same. Everything. Right?
Is this possible?
Of course. Imagine what we have now. Imagine 500 years from now.
If
I don't know.
we're even
Like,
around.
I mean, will we have a nuclear war and we'll go back to the Stone Age?
Agreed. Okay, so
hopefully I'm alive 500 years from now.
Imagine we had an all-out nuclear war. People would rather go to VR than live in the real world, right? If they had that and there were still some people around.
If there's a place to buy it from.
Right.
I mean, you got to have, supply and demand and people working and building this shit.
It's just like
They're all
taking
dead.
it's just like taking a drug.
Exactly. So this is the reason. This is what I really want to get into.
I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
You kind of? Are you guys?
No,
or you
no,
think
no,
I'm
no.
like being crazy? I feel like I'm being like a religious, gospel
Fanatic.
person.
So let me ask you, you really believe in this?
Yeah, if I had to bet,
you think it's a
if I had to
simulation?
bet all my money on it, I would bet this. Absolutely.
And you'd probably lose it.
So
I'm just saying.
So we
I don't know. No one's ever got any proof of ever anything like that.
Well, yeah,
Nothing.
no, of
it
course not.
literally makes no sense at all. 100% nothing.
So
I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
you think we, or whoever we're supposed to be,
Yeah.
we're somewhere in the future, or maybe present, and we're hooked up to a machine with something on our head or something like that, to where we're living this alternative reality through simulation.
Exactly. I believe hundreds of years, thousands of years from now, if humans are still alive, I guess, we're able to breed and whatnot, I believe, we are characters in a complex Sims game that somebody built for themselves. So we are in somebody's computer game. We are the Sims in a Sims game. And we're just here, and that's it. I mean, think about it. Okay, if that's true, you ever heard the Fermi's paradox? It's one of the biggest paradoxes of all time. Fermi's paradox is, where's all the aliens, right? I mean, it's out of millions and billions and billions and billions of years, we should be able to see aliens by now. Because even out of billions of years that we should be able to see aliens, and, space is endless, which means there should be millions of civilizations that should have started billions of years ago. Even if they went 1 mile an hour every single, day, they should be able to travel billions of miles in that time. So we should be able to see them by now. I feel like this is an answer to it.
Well, like
I do not believe we're in a video game.
Stephen Hawking said before he died, something along the lines of like there was a really good chance that there were aliens, like there had to be aliens. Well, I mean, where the fuck is he getting this from? The guy's a genius. I'm not saying I'm smarter than him, but where the fuck is he getting this idea that there has to be aliens?
I mean, that's what everyone thought.
They haven't found any of the shit they're talking about.
Everybody, that's all they used to talk about is that. There has to be aliens. Everyone always agreed there has to be aliens out there somewhere. We just haven't
Maybe
seen them
there's
yet.
not. Does anybody know? Does anybody,
I honestly
explored
think
the
there is
areas?
not
I mean,
aliens. I don't think there's any aliens whatsoever.
I would like to think there are. That'd be pretty awesome.
Maybe in another
Unless they're
video
mean.
game on somebody, a guy named Carl who's eating pizza all fucking day, thousands of years from now. We got to see you on the camera, man. Whoa. What's up? What's your thought? What's your input?
I don't believe we're in a computer.
It's a very good theory.
It
I
is.
have no idea. I have no fucking clue.
I'll
but
tell you, I have a pretty good idea. We're not in a computer game.
I told you I don't want to go to hell, so I'm believing in Jesus and God.
That's a
and
shitty way to
that's
live your
it.
life, is because you're going to be afraid that there might be something out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Not really. It's
you're
not. It isn't changing my life at all. I mean, I just happen to believe in the stories that I was raised to believe. So what?
But
how? I mean, how is that changing my life? I'm not like giving my 10% of my paycheck to the church or anything.
and I would agree with that.
You got all quiet.
No. I mean, this is interesting.
This is when it's good.
It is.
This is good radio.
I mean, I feel like this would explain coincidences, symmetries that happen in the universe that just seem like it's too good to be true. It's too good to be actually, 100% real and raw, so to speak, right? I mean, just think about it. Honestly, though. I mean, it just seems crazy to me that people think that a God just started everything and everything just came out. He created Earth in how many days? 6 days, and 7th day he had to go to sleep because he was tired. Come on.
I mean, okay, so
yeah, but we're
is that-
believing that someone created a video game for us to live in.
So
in the
that's
future
just as
somewhere.
crazy
I mean,
as you're.
I don't think
What
there's
you're
some-
saying
it's
is
all crazy.
It's.
I mean, we're
the
not
computer,
disagreeing here.
The computer theory is just as crazy as what you just said.
I agree, but I feel
But
like
the
there's a much.
scientists like it, so that means it's legitimate.
But I feel like there's a much higher chance. Think about it, thousands of years from now, if we're actually around, right? There's virtual reality to the point where it feels exactly like real life. Now, if you could create your own life and have everything you wanted, you could have women, you could have everything you wanted.
Well, we don't have that. We have very imperfect lives. If we're in a
Exactly.
computer simulation, we'll be like
But video games,
Donald Trump or something.
but virtual reality video
Have
games
billions of
are
dollars and be the
advancing
president?
every single day. That's what I'm saying. Your life might be horrible in real life, but if you could just have a fake life, a second life where everything felt the same, felt real, wouldn't you rather be in that life instead? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let's say your life is absolutely miserable. Wouldn't
Well,
you rather
no.
have that?
What I'm saying is that if we're in a computer simulation, why did we pick to live the lives that we have right now, where we're middle management? I work as a I'm at a cubicle all day. Like, I mean, we aren't like leading the absolute best life you would pick for a computer simulation.
Exactly. I absolutely agree. But maybe that one person, maybe it's Donald Trump. Maybe he's the person that started the simulation. All I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying one thing or
I can
another.
understand Donald Trump thinking that, like, oh, well, fuck, maybe I am in a computer simulation.
Right.
I'm in the presidency.
I want to fuck this one great-looking
yeah.
model. Her name's Ivanka. I mean, hey, I'm
Right?
gonna fucking grab her. I'm gonna grab this
Like,
woman by the
that
pussy. I'm
makes
gonna do whatever I
sense,
want.
But why would we pick this to be our computer simulated lives? I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, I agree. But here's all I'm trying to say is, this is what I personally believe in, and I just want people to have an open mind about it.
That's
fine.
it.
That's
no,
it.
No, I have an open mind. I respect that. But
I think it's pretty interesting.
I don't
think
agree
it's
with
an,
it.
I think it's an interesting point of view.
Thank you, Candy. I
That's
appreciate
fine.
it.
That's fine, man. Totally.
It is.
Cheers.
There's many things I'd like to go deeper into. Does anyone got a bottle opener on them? Just
Yeah,
curious.
I do. You know I do.
Thanks, Blue. Appreciate it.
What's the next topic?
All right. So the last but not least topic that we want to talk about. Oh, look at that.
You want to talk about computer simulation 9/11? That plane, does that look real when it goes in that fucking building?
Oh, man. I was actually really, I don't know why I just threw that. I'm actually really afraid to talk about this because I don't want to be hated because we're talking about 9/11. I mean, seriously, is it okay if we talk about this?
That's forever and a day
no
ago,
holds
are you
barred
kidding
is
me?
what I'm saying. We can talk about anything about 9/11. Like, nothing's going to piss anyone off personally. I just want to make sure.
That's great.
No. I don't
Let
care
it
about the
happen.
audience. I'm saying us three.
Why would I get pissed off?
I'm not saying you would, Candy. I just want to make sure.
No, I'm not.
I have no issue with
I
it.
believe it's what I saw that day is what happened, and that's evidence enough. I mean, the conspiracy theories are kind of what you were talking about with the computer. Nobody can prove it, and it doesn't make any sense in my opinion.
Well, I see the problem is, and I know exactly what the 9/11, unless there's a new 9/11 theory, which I don't know about, but from what I've heard about, you're talking about loose change and stuff like that, where they talk about, to me, why the fuck would you go through all that trouble? Like
money.
Well, no, but they say the whole reason they did this was to say, well, we need to go to Afghanistan and Iraq. Well, why not just fucking invade them without going through all that trouble?
So this is
it's
the
an
next
insane amount of difficulty to go through.
So this next thing, what I want to talk about, and we're talking about right now, 9/11, guys. We're talking about the conspiracy of 9/11, everything and anything about 9/11. So I just want to say this before I bring all these points up and we talk about stuff. I don't necessarily believe in all of it. I believe in everything and I believe in nothing, as far as conspiracies and what's real. I just like to point out what other people say. And I do agree with some of it and I don't. So people don't hold anything against us. Okay? I just want to make sure. I feel like this is still a sensitive subject. Like even, 17 years later.
It's really
it is.
No.
Yeah, really? I feel like it
Sure
is.
it is.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
horrible what
this is a micro synopsis of the giant overview. So this is what happened on 9/11/2001. 19 men hijacked 4 fueled, is that Laden or Laden? U.S. commercial airplanes and crashed them into each tower of New York City's World Trade Center complex, the Pentagon building, and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania.
Now that one's fucked up. That Pennsylvania one. That the government shot that fucking plane.
I mean,
down.
you just don't know, man. You just don't know. So I'm going to play this video for you
think so.
real quick.
Ooh, Diane Sawyer was hot back in the day. Woo.
So this is just a normal
we have
day.
a very tragic alert for you right now. An incredible plane crash.
9/11 as it happened.
Trade Center here at the lower tip of Manhattan.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch most of this, but it's got to be pretty interesting.
God damn it, Cody! You're making it difficult to like.
No,
talk
it's
about
depressing. It's extreme. I mean, but here's the thing: if you don't learn from history, then history's going to repeat itself, right? Just like the Bible.
That's the question. What history are we supposed to learn from it?
I don't know.
The war on terror, or not to fuck with other people's countries, or
it's just fucking depressing.
Well,
is it our government? I don't know.
That's what we saw that day is what happened. I don't believe any of the conspiracy theory that there was bombs in the building. No, I believe it.
Look at that, Jesus! Oh my God! Look at this. There's the falling man.
Okay, now I'm depressed.
I know, no, but we need to talk about this. Otherwise, I mean, I feel like people aren't gonna. I don't know. This is why I don't want to talk about it. But seriously, I mean,
we can make it short and sweet.
No, I don't want to make it short and sweet because I think it's really interesting. I really do think it's absolutely interesting. So, let's start with this. Let's start from the very beginning, right after the first plane. It's a plane. I think it's a plane, but people think it's not a plane. Hit the first tower, right? Okay.
It's a plane.
So, you see that video of George Bush reacting and, his CIA agent or his secret agent, whatever.
I think Andrew Card was his Secretary of State at the time.
Really
He's the one who whispered in his ear, Andrew Card.
But, and people's like, oh, let's try to read his reactions. Let's try to figure out what the fuck he was thinking. Could you tell if he knew or not?
It was some bad fucking acting, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, let's get a good look at it.
Fucking.
And by the way, if you hear any background music, that is Sean McGovern. It's a bad time to plug him, but...
Which,
right.
I mean, I don't think he was acting, but he looks like a bad actor.
You just got to put yourself in his shoe. I mean, he was probably in shock. He just didn't know what to do.
Right.
Like nobody did that day.
Didn't he stay there, though, after they told him?
They did.
And read the rest of the book?
He got a lot of shit because of it.
Not for that long.
Okay, so where's the part where this guy comes up to him and tells him it's happening? Come on, where's it at, guys? We're talking about 9/11 conspiracies or not, as it happened. I mean, she's a great teacher. I'm not just trying to be funny. Where did it happen?
You can tell Bush wants a drink right here. He's like, God damn, I need a beer.
It's the way he reacts before he's even being told. I'm not saying he knew anything before, but like, Fake as fuck.
He's such a bad president. He really was. God.
Come on, where was he told? Where doesn't happen? I don't see a part where it actually happens. Oh, wait. This might be it. I'm going to fast forward to the part where I think someone tells George Bush the tower has been hit. By the way, guys, this is Sean McGovern in the background. Oh, that's not it. I can't fucking find it. Does anyone have it?
Everybody knows what happened.
That's it. He stayed for, 45 minutes, I think was total was what I was reading earlier. I mean, he stayed a total of 45 minutes after he found out, after someone told him that it was hit.
Yeah, and Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 9/11, he, talked about him staying there later after I think the pizza's here. After Andrew Card whispered in his ear that we were under attack, he stayed and continued to read the book.
Now, it might have been out of shock. Like you said, like he's frozen like, I'm the president of the United States, and I know I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what the fuck to do.
Well, that's not very good.
No, it might not be, but I mean...
Yeah, but none of us were in his shoes.
You know what? That's the problem, is that when you take that job, you got to be 100%. You're going to be criticized so much.
Right. And you got to be ready for it, and you got to be... If you're not one of the top people out there, then you shouldn't be running the country. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's the top job. That is the... People get criticized for shit at lower jobs.
I agree.
You got to, come on.
So this is some of the holes in the story.
Okay.
Some of the holes that I want to talk about. First one, and whether I believe it or not... Oh, I smell a pizza. First one is... The first hole in the story is the towers, how they collapsed. Both the towers, Tower 1 and Tower 2, the way that they collapsed.
Oh,
I mean, it's as if maybe like a controlled demolition.
No. I personally don't believe that. I believe that what the scientists said, that the heat of the plane and the jet fuel can bring the building down. I think that's exactly what happened.
And I totally would think that's 100% true, but I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. There's many bad things that can happen, but I feel like back even 2001, which means the building was built, I think, like 14 years before it was built. So that was like mid to late 80s. It was built. It should be able to withstand any massive impact. We're talking a bomb, the big, like even like a small nuclear bomb, it should be able to withstand without collapsing 100%. And the reason why I bring this up, if you guys have ever seen, Tower 7, the World Trade Center 7, there's apparently a total of like 8 towers that were a part of the World Trade Center whenever it was being built. Tower 7 was mainly, there was a couple offices in it, but mainly the rest of them were just like apartment buildings and stuff. It was never, and this is absolutely fact, it was never hit directly by any plane. No debris ever hit it, and nothing ever happened. All of a sudden, it started catching fire, right? It started catching fire, and then at 5:23 p.m., it just collapsed randomly, all in itself. Boom, like this. It just collapsed. Buildings don't fucking do that. Buildings don't do that.
So what are we talking about here? Are we talking about the World Trade Center or something else?
We're talking about the World Trade. Yes, there's 8 World Trade Centers altogether. The first one was ironically the one that got hit first. Number 2 is the one that's standing. It's its twin right next to it, and there's altogether 6 other buildings that they built at the exact same time. It's called World Trade Center 1, and they're all numbered from 1 to 8. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It happened during the same fucking day. I'm not lying to you. You can look that up. People, look it up because I'm not lying. So World Trade Center 7 at 5:23 p.m. Even after all that chaos happened from before noon, when the World Trade Centers got hit, they collapsed, fucking craziness happened. This building went down at 5:23 p.m., World Trade Center 7. It was a third as tall. It never got hit by any plane, and then it randomly collapsed out of nowhere. It just collapsed, and I got video of it. It's fucking interesting as hell. And there's live video of it. Fox is talking about it. And it's just extremely interesting. So this is one thing I want to bring up about 9/11. It makes you question. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong.
in the lobby and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
What was it like? What was it like?
Horrible.
It's like hell. You don't want to know.
The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was the...
Yeah, definitely secondary explosion. But we was inside waiting to go upstairs, and on our way upstairs, the whole fucking plane blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
Similar to the first tower coming down, secondary?
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that one.
Third explosion after that?
Yes, sir. Everybody was inside the building, waiting to go upstairs, and they just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
So what you told me is that there was plane or whatever hit the building, then a secondary explosion.
It was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. Then they exploded. Then the whole lobby collapsed on the lobby inside.
And it's just mayhem after that?
Everybody tried to make their way out.
Just trying to help all the brothers get out.
A lot of people trapped inside.
I was sitting in the Brooklyn
crazy.
area, close to Brooklyn. We watched the first explosion. As we watched the buildings, I saw a black, very large airplane fly right into the second building.
Remember explosions.
Came out of the south, right in front of our eyes.
This is him just telling you. He's like he saw a ghost. I mean, he was living in hell right after all this happened.
I know, at least 3 or 4. It was so surreal, like a movie set. Second and third explosions also, right? We were in the building for the third one. It collapsed. And I was on this drive here for the other one.
These people don't understand. There may be more. Any one of these fucking buildings can blow up. This ain't done yet.
So there were multiple videos.
Well, these guys are probably dead by now.
Probably because
I'm inhaling that shit.
Exactly. So there's a lot of videos, hundreds of videos of exact videos like this where they're like explosions. There's just explosions constantly after the plane hit, and there's just no doubt. And not only that, who was the mayor of New York at the time?
Rudy Giuliani.
So they said the exact time that they turned off the gas lines, because that's the only way that there could be more massive, huge, random explosions from gas lines exploding. Like there's natural gas, going through the lines of the entire, any towers and whatever, and that's the only way that it could possibly be huge explosions and explosions. So they said they turned it off after 9:37 a.m. and there's just massive explosions, and nobody can argue with it. There's people that were right there when it happened. There's people that are down the street and they account for it. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying they're lying. But fuck, you got to take that shit in account.
I'd have to be there. I just don't know.
If it was going to happen, it happened under Rudy Giuliani. That guy's crooked as fuck.
Yeah.
I really, it was just an awful day, and I have no idea unless I was there.
What do you think? Did you really think that?
I have no idea what you said.
No.
What's up?
No, I said it.
Put the pizza down.
Put the lotion on skin. Or I guess this
So
is
good,
skin.
though.
Okay, so
This is a very hard topic to talk about. It really is.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about it. But,
I don't either. That's why.
There's been so many people who've died since then.
But
all the wars we went to.
Let me go. Let me go to the next thing about 9/11.
It's just sad.
It is. The Pentagon. Everybody knows what I'm going to bring up about the Pentagon and the conspiracy behind that. Blue, he winked at me.
That it was a missile.
That the hole that it created was way too small for any large airliner to run into. Like the hole is half as big. Why? I'm not asking you why. I'm just saying what possible what answer could we come up with saying that? Well, there's that, not just like there's theoretical evidence. I mean, there was scientists. Every fucking station talked about it. They actually thought right after it happened that a plane didn't run into it. It was actually a missile. Like all the news talked about it. I've watched hundreds.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't believe it was a missile. I don't.
What do you think, Blue?
Let's take a look. Let's look.
So there is think about it. Pentagon is the most highly guarded building in the world. It is. It's more guarded than the White House. The Pentagon is the central defense system of the United States. So it is obviously the most heavily guarded.
So they say.
So they say. Exactly. I'm sorry. So they say. Or maybe they don't say. I believe it is.
It might make
it's
you
got to
want
be.
to think that.
The Pentagon's supposed to be the most highly guarded building in the world. And there's over 85 cameras pointing towards that side of the building. I mean, imagine how many cameras there were. I mean, come on. I mean, everywhere, right? There's got to be, surveillance. There's got to be, air surveillance, whatever, right? So there's over 85 cameras. They said exactly 85 that was pointing towards that direction.
Cody, CJ, that day caught everyone off guard.
Right, but there's never been 84 cameras of the 85. Any of the footage were taken away, and no one's allowed to see the other 84 cameras. There's only been one footage, and you know exactly what video I'm talking about. You just see like a cut of something, like just something,
There's
and the second
a few frames missing.
Then the second frame is boom, explosion. That's
Yeah.
it. And they said there's over
frames
85 different video angles of being able to watch that, and only one was shown. And they said the frame where you should be able to see the plane, there should be 3 frames. 1, the very tip of the nose of the plane. 2, the entire plane, and 3, it actually running into the Pentagon. And the second frame is completely taken out.
Which I would totally agree with you. Wait, and by God, it might have happened.
Cody, you want
CJ.
CJ, you want that? That pizza's pretty good.
I got Fortel's. If anyone lives in St. Louis, Fortel's Pizza, their taco pizza and their Reuben pizza, it's amazing.
Are they paying?
We'll split it.
But
we should.
Why? Okay, so here is the big question, though.
Yeah.
Why the fuck, if they wanted, if the whole purpose of them,
are you sure you're ready,
was to go to Afghanistan and Iraq and start the war on terror, why would they go through all this fucking trouble to make all this terrorist attack the rationale, the justification for going to Iraq and Afghanistan?
The second in
Why
command.
go through all that?
Why
not just do it?
The second in command, I forgot his fucking name, but I looked up his name for hours just to make sure he was actually refutable, and I looked up his court documents and him going to the 9/11 Commission they only spent $15 million on, which sounds like a lot, but most commissions spend $50,000 or $50 million on an average investigation. This is the biggest investigation that should have been looked at in the world times 100, right? So I forgot what his name is, but I promise this is real. Please, people, look it up, and I'm not just making this up unless I just try to state the facts. $2 trillion, that's with a T, trillion, went missing on September 10th, the day before.
That's true. That's true.
$2 trillion, 2.3 to be exact. Maybe some loose change, ironically. $2.3 trillion went missing, and the second in command of pretty much the whole defense of the United States. I forgot his fucking name. I'm sorry. I fucking forgot. I'm kind of buzzed. But he
Dick
reported.
Cheney?
No.
Dick Cheney or something?
Oh, God. No, not that second in command. Like he was okay. Whoever the commander, like not commander or chief, but the person right below the president, as far as like the armed forces go, he found this out, and he reported on 9/10. He reported it. Okay, please, people, look this up. I don't care if you believe me or not. I hope Candy doesn't believe me, and I hope he looks it up after this. $2 trillion went missing, and he reported it publicly. The next day...
Donald Rumsfeld? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, 9/11 happened.
Rumsfeld, yes.
And
I probably will look it up.
And $2 trillion went missing, and obviously this giant fiasco, this craziness happened, and no one talked about the $2 trillion ever since. Ever. I mean, even to this fucking day, except for conspiracy theorists.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true.
It is true, and I'm not making that up. I'm not saying it's rumor, whatever. I'm not smart enough to even understand everything. I wish I could explain more shit, but to say that on 9/10, the day before 9/11 happened, before all those attacks, whether it was staged, whether we knew, whether it was actually real, the fact that $2 trillion, we're not talking about $1 billion. $2 trillion, that is the whole economy makes as the United States. We're talking about every single living person, whether you believe in simulation or not, in the United States would make in a single year went fucking missing suddenly, and they reported it, and the next day, we're not going to talk about it because this fucking thing happened.
So I searched trillion Rumsfeld.
Yeah, go on.
And the first site I got was debunked. Rumsfeld says 2.3 trillion missing from Pentagon.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I got, which we all know is bullshit.
Right.
Because I've seen the video.
Yes.
And the video's right here, by the way. It's on YouTube.
It's on Pornhub. We can play it.
If you can find it.
What do I need to type into keywords?
I mean, Jesus Christ, there's $2.3 trillion that went missing. 2.3 trillion. We're talking about people
Trillion.
who can retire, people who have Social Security,
Wait,
which is insolvent now.
Okay, the entire
They lost $2.3
imagine the
trillion.
United States being one family. Like we're like a brother and a sister. The entire United States, the entire income every single person makes as a whole, as far as whether it's exports, imports, working at Schnucks, whether sucking dick on the street, is only $2.7 million trillion dollars a year, and $2.3 trillion was reported missing. And what do you know? What do you know, folks? The next day, the Pentagon.
Can we get that video up there? Of
We will.
Rumsfeld saying that?
I'll try. So we'll get into that. So $2.3 trillion goes missing the next day. And what do you know? The part of the Pentagon that got hit, and this is a fact, I will show you videos, I will show you evidence. The part of the Pentagon that they hit was the one spot. What is that? Pentagon's what, 5 spots, right? Five angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I guess.
It was the one spot where they happened to be working on maintenance. They shut out that entire side of the Pentagon, which is 1/5 of the side. That's exactly the spot that got hit, and those were the computers that were holding files.
So here's what I found.
Yeah.
So what Donald Rumsfeld was supposed to have said was, according to some estimates, we cannot track 2.3 trillion in transactions, but that was taken out of context.
Okay.
What he said, according to this website, and the Could Be Bullshit website, because I don't know what to believe anymore,
It's
because
okay.
everything's fucked.
Even if I'm totally wrong.
He said that the technology revolution has transformed organizations across the private sector, but not ours, not fully, not yet. We are, as they say, tangled in an anchored chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track 2.3 trillion in transactions. We cannot share information from floor to floor in this building because it's stored on dozens of technological systems that are inaccessible or incompatible. That was what he said. So, taken out of context, it looks like they lost 2.3 trillion.
They just happened to lose 3.3. You could easily lose $1 million
But they
at that
could've-
big of a government. You could easily lose $1 billion, but to lose trillions, literally trillions.
We cannot track 2.3 trillion, is what he said.
If you lose more
said
than
that.
1/10 of a trillion, which means 100 billion,
It's a lot of fucking money.
then something's way fucked up. But to lose 2
Yes.
trillion, that's the average the United States as a whole makes. A salary.
I really don't know a lot about this subject, so that's why I'm quiet.
It's okay.
I'm listening.
I don't think
It's
any
good.
of us. Well,
we
that's
don't.
the thing. We don't know. We don't know. But he said that. He said that there's $2.3 trillion that they cannot detect.
So
That's a lot of fucking money. I only think our budget deficit is our spending isn't at $2.3 trillion yet.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yearly, it's not even fucking close.
This in 2001.
So this is a conspiracy that I think.
Here, Jeff, take this last piece.
He's named Blue.
Blue.
I don't want
And he's
to.
got to feed it to him.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Isn't that the best pizza you ever had?
Okay,
Oh,
let's just
by that
say
one.
I want to make billions of dollars, millions and billions of dollars. But in order to do that, I have to make other people go along with me to believe in a lie, to believe in something in order for it to happen. How many people would have to shut the fuck up in order for them to say, yeah, this happened? How about the people that supposedly, and what conspiracies believe, put the bombs in the building? How many people had to shut the fuck up at the gas station? The only one video that was pointing towards the Pentagon that wasn't part of the Pentagon. How many people, you know what I'm saying? How many people would have to get paid off? How many people would essentially have to get paid off if this is actually true? This conspiracy.
JFK.
Thousands of
JFK,
people would
There's
have,
a lot of people who were.
thousands of people would have to
shut
get paid off hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. And it would probably result in trillions of dollars. Literally, it would.
What, to pay off the people?
To pay off every single person that was a part of it. And it seems like, well, that's way too many people to pay off. There's way too many people in order for something not to leak.
I'm sorry, for a few people, like $100 might work.
Right. No, I agree.
And who's to say that they would stay quiet even if they got paid? They might be like, well, of course, who do you say it to?
Okay, so you know
at,
what? At
that time, it was very sensitive.
And this is right after. This is during the Iranian war. This is right after, like, we have to go. We have to go in there. Whatever. So imagine this. You know what black boxes are?
Yes.
A black box in an airplane.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are impossible to destroy. Like, they are supposed to they're supposed to be, no matter what impact, they could be going over 700 miles an hour straight to the ground and explosions, anything, and they should be able to go through it as long as they have the recorded information and the synopsis of what happened. Every single one of them have been destroyed. Not one of them has been released, and not one of them they have said they have. All 4 of them are destroyed. What the fuck is the chance of that? Come on, people. Come on. That seems crazy. Not one of them has came out ever. Not I'm just saying like, oh, they have it and they've reviewed it, but they don't want to release it publicly. Look it up, people. Not one of them they have found. All 4 of them. The 2, one of each of the Twin Towers, one in the Pentagon and one in Pennsylvania. They said they were all destroyed. That's impossible. Impossible. They're fucking made to withstand anything. Literally fucking anything. And they couldn't find any of them. Nothing. But they did find the passport of one of the hijackers at the bottom of the World Trade Center.
Well, so why didn't they just like create a fake black box tape? Couldn't they have done that though?
They should have.
I'm just being the devil's advocate.
No,
I'm just saying.
I totally agree.
But I will say this, just and this is kind of in relation to what we're talking about, is that fucking the John F. Kennedy files. All those files, the federal documents on him, were supposed to be opened. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this year.
Yeah.
George H.W. Bush passed. Yeah. Federally, they're supposed to be opened and available to the public. And Donald Trump, who I voted for, but why the fuck is he stopping them from being released to the public? John F. Kennedy, files on him, who we all know was not assassinated.
Wait. Can you repeat that for me? So what's not being released to the public?
All these thousands of documents on the investigation into John F. Kennedy's death are being prevented from being released publicly by Donald Trump.
What?
Yes.
When the fuck did that come out? Like really recently? Or am I just being stupid?
Well, no. It happened because I was looking forward to it. There was an actual date where they said where they said that those files were supposed to come to light. It was a federal law that was passed.
That's not what it was. It was put in like a vault where it wasn't allowed to be released for so many years.
Yeah, they're gonna open up the vault. They're gonna get.
I got a question. I got a serious question.
I gotta stand up for a minute.
While you stand up, is there any way I could pee real quick and then I can come back and then we're gonna end the show? But you guys can keep on talking. But can I pee?
Yeah. Yeah, because I got to get going anyway because we have been on the air for a long time.
Keep on talking about the whatever something.
We will talk. Okay. Well, Cody, CJ is going to go to the bathroom right now, and we were just talking about the World Trade Center. But I am going to go off topic and talk about a little something else. We're going to talk about movies coming out in the theater that I would like to see.
Yeah.
And Jurassic World and Deadpool are 2 of them. I am actually going to see Deadpool 2 on Friday, next Friday when it comes out. I believe it comes out on the 18th. So I'm looking forward to that. And I really like talking about movies, so I am done talking about what was on the agenda because I think we've reached the end of it. CJ wants to be the one to end the show. So we're going to wait for him to get back. He's going to go to the bathroom very, very quick. So Deadpool 2, looking forward to it. Jurassic World's in June, looking forward to that. Let's move on to one more.
Whoa. You're looking forward to Jurassic World.
I am, you know.
Is it going to be better than Jurassic Park, the first one?
No, there's nothing.
Well, then why the fuck are you going to go see it?
Because it's entertaining, and I like to be entertained.
We need to strike against these films that they're not even films. It's just that they're trying to get you to come in and remember the first time you saw Jurassic Park. Did you see that at the actual movie theater?
No, I saw it at a drive-in.
Well, let me tell you something. I saw the first Jurassic Park. They had a line wrapped around the theater almost twice.
You know, Jeff Goldblum.
And that fucking movie was just amazing.
Jeff Goldblum is in the new one.
I know he is. I know. And I love Jeff Goldblum. We all love Jeff Goldblum here, by the way.
CJ's back. We're talking about Deadpool 2 and Jurassic World.
Ooh. Are you going to see Jurassic World?
Can you say it for me again?
Jurassic World
Jurassic
2,
World.
Fallen Kingdom or something like that. I'm going to go see Deadpool 2 next Friday.
We need to talk about movies more in here because I get fucking pissed.
Well, here's the thing. I know
We live in the 9/11 of films right now. I mean, seriously.
Well, CJ, why don't we wrap it up? Because I got to go pee. And then I got to go. So let's say our final thoughts.
Wow, I guess Candy thinks he runs the show.
Oh,
No,
wow, looks like a little bit of
CJ runs the show.
I just wanted to be funny when I do. Everyone's gonna hate me. I'm stolen. All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We talked about a couple of conspiracies that are almost a little nerve-wracking to talk about. One of them, especially 9/11. Second one, I like to, give a little jab, a little poke. Are we living in a computer simulation? And is religion bullshit? We talked about Trump a whole lot.
22 minutes.
How could you not?
Trump. Can you act like him? Like, I'm a great guy.
I am an unbelievable president, the best president of all time. No one who does presidencies better than me. No one.
Nice.
Not even George Washington, who, by the way, is an unbelievable president, but not as good as me. Not even close.
On that note, guys, we talked about conspiracy theories, Trump, critiquing our favorite movies. We talked about beer. We talked about everything. What's up, Blue?
One question. I just want to do a little roundtable. So insider conspiracy 9/11. Do you believe it? Go.
I do not.
We need to at least wrap that one up.
100%. I believe it. I believe that the government knew that it was either coming, or they let it happen, or they were a part of it. Too much evidence shows.
I'm on the fence. I don't know. No idea. Maybe varying a little bit towards what you think. A little bit towards what you think.
And on that note, guys. All right, guys. So once again, to my right is Blue, if you're watching the show live, GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com. And to our left of the view is Candy. His name is Candy.
I want candy.
That's right, guys.
All right, guys. So
Good night.
this is Going Dutch Radio Network. Thank you guys for listening. We go live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. That's right, 9 p.m. Central. Every Saturday every night. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's amazing. Please look up our website, GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com. Please subscribe and follow us on Facebook.com. We are Going Dutch Radio Network. And, of course, we're on YouTube, just like everybody else. We are Going Dutch Radio Network. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back next Saturday. This is Going Dutch Radio Network, and we're out.
I don't wanna deal with contradiction. I got my narrative, I've got my fiction. You could say anything you want, I would listen.
That was the new guy, Candy. Blue, you're up.
Oh, I wish you'd kiss me by surprise.
All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We'll see you guys next Saturday. I'm CJ, and we're out.